Don't mind the Elon sounds. Just gotta log in to the correct account. We're still let's finishing. Yes, we are. We are going to do the abyss, and hopefully it's not. I really don't need to stream. I got things I should be doing, but you know, let me get logged in here quick. We're gonna finish the abyss. I swear to it. Wait, swear to what? I don't know what it is, but I swear to it. That's what I say. Alrighty. Give me a second here. Pull up password manager. Alright, there we go. Hello, everyone joining. Damn. Alright. I'm free to play. If I don't finish today, I'll be quite sad. Every time I notify people on Discord, I notice there's like one less person on the Discord. It's like, would you like to notify 380 people, 379 people, 376 people? Like yesterday it was 370 people. Now it says 369 people. It's just like, well, I don't care. I'm not really pushing my Discord anymore, so it's in the description if people want to join. That's kind of where I'm leaving it at. I'm not gonna request people join the Discord anymore. It's just funny seeing the numbers slowly tick down. But anyways, unmute the game audio. There we go. We can't miss out on Osmanthus wine. Oh, Beep just doesn't even give me a chance. Beep, I gotta claim my freaking rewards on the domain here quick. Or the domain, the expedition rewards. Give me a second here. Gatekeep the Discord. It's not gatekeeping, it's just literally in the description. I just don't like push it. Like most of the members on the Discord I think were just from that initial like 1 or 2 videos where I like mentioned it. If I don't mention it in an edited video, no one's gonna join. So I don't really want to mention it in an edited video anymore. So it exists for those that want it, basically. Yeah, Beep is too fast. Doesn't even give me a chance to teleport to Mondstadt. Alright, there you go. Now you can join Beep. What's my goodies? Oh yeah. There was a web event going on, by the way. I can get like 1 or 3/4 of a wish because, you know, it would be too resource intensive on Mihoyo's part to give us 1 whole wish worth of their virtual currency for a web event. No, it can only be 3/4. But anyway, did I do the current event? You're talking about this one? No, I have not done this event. Not in this account. I've done it for my main account. We'll probably do that. Hopefully on. My plan is to do an early morning stream. Well, early morning for me. Stream on Saturday, Christmas Eve.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same.
Shush. And then yeah. So we'll see. You give so many rewards. Yeah, I saw it. For the time it takes, it doesn't. Yeah, it's a pretty easy event to do. We should be able to do it in like 2 to 3 hours, I think, in a stream. The only annoying thing is it's a very story heavy event, which is not a bad thing. It's just annoying when you have 2 accounts and you've already done the story event. Thank you, Beep. So, you know, yeah. annoying, basically. Because when's Abyss? The Abyss is in a couple minutes. As soon as I'm not gonna dilly-dally today. We're going to... I'm gonna run this way. We're going to do dailies, do resin real quick, and then move on to the Abyss. And Bleep is here to help us speed up that process. Yes, welcome everyone, welcome everyone. We haven't started the Abyss yet. We'll be starting shortly. Whoops. Yeah, oh, the event. So, yeah, the event, we'll do it, soon, maybe. I don't know. I gotta figure out when my family is actually doing Christmas Eve things. If it turns out to be unfeasible to do a Saturday stream, I will probably do a Friday stream of the event instead. The event was fun, though. It's just story heavy, and it's just yet another event that's like, Mihoyo knows many people have multiple accounts, even though my opinion is crazy. Unless you're doing weird things like I am with YouTube, why would you want to put yourself through having multiple accounts? But, man, it would be real nice to have a skip button, because, like, it's just going to be a lot of, like, time-wasty things with the event, basically. But it is fun. It's not that long, to be clear. So, it's one of their smaller big events, right? It's the main event this update, but it's still relatively small, so it's not bad. I do enjoy it. It's a simple brick breaker event, and then with a little bit of fun in quotations, story on top of it. Bittersweet ending. Yeah, exactly. Sick and tired of sad endings? Well, I mean, considering how much, like, child murder there is in the lore of Tevat and stuff, I don't know if the sad endings are going anywhere. Well, I probably have to go do this one. This is probably the story daily. I just wanted the bugs. Need some bugs. Just looking forward to Windtrace now. We have a date. Yeah. I don't know when exactly Windtrace is starting, but Windtrace is always fun. I'd assume there's co-op, like normal, right? There was co-op last time, right? Button. I think there was co-op. Starts the 23rd, lasts the 6th. Windtrace coins, blah 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 blah. Co-op. Okay, yep, you can do co-op, but you can't get Windtrace coins. Oh, okay, great. They're still doing that, so we can't actually do the event, like the rewards part of the event in co-op, which is annoying. But we'll do some Windtrace on stream, of course. Windtrace is always co-op. No, I know, but I meant like with like if people join my world and we do co-op, I don't think we can get the rewards, right? Give the ingredients to Juliana. Ooh, bugs. Give me the pliers. I think I like Mondstadt commissions. Sumeria commissions I feel like are quicker on average. But I like the Mondstadt commissions because I think it might save me time over the week because I don't have to make dedicated trips like I do on my main account to have to go get crystal flies, because you usually just incidentally are like near crystal flies and teleport points or something in Mondstadt commissions, it feels like. Oh, this is a distance away. Oh, I'm not going to walk there. Can we use elemental skills on our characters during the event? I have no idea. I haven't played Windtrace in a while. Yeah, rewards are only in random matchmaking. Help with friends is available, but no rewards. Yeah, that's what I thought. So the thing that's lame is like, right, like you guys couldn't join the account here, and then we can do Windtrace together to get the rewards. Instead, I have to do random matchmaking, which is annoying. You can probably try to queue at the same time as me, but yeah. Windtrace more like opportunity to flex your Delu skin. Yeah, exactly. God dang it. Okay, well, sorry, Beep. Oh, man, co-op in this game. Flexing your Hu Tao and Windtrace, yeah. You're gonna be like a hipster. I had Hu Tao before she got rerun the second time. Hu Tao's probably gonna get some numbers. The Hu Tao Yelan banner. It'll be very much up in the air. We never get which Mihoyo would release. Sorry about that gross cough. We never get numbers on like specific banners. Usually we can infer by like people doing surveys of what character they pulled for to figure out if Hu Tao or Yelan is pulled more, right? And then try to infer which one sold more or whatever. It doesn't give anything officially though, which is annoying in my opinion. But I don't know, Hu Tao and Yelan with that weapon banner. That's gonna be a heckin' banner for Mihoyo, that's for sure. I think Alhaitham's is probably gonna. I don't know. There's a lot of negativity around Alhaitham. I'm curious how strong the simp factor will be. I feel like it's gonna be a Yaimiko situation where it's not gonna actually sell that well because people aren't that interested in the kit, especially after the nerfs. So, yeah, we'll see. Unless they change something, but yeah, I feel like the Alhaitham Zhao banner might not do much because people are gonna be like, well, Alhaitham got nerfed. He's heavily nerfed. He's just Dendro Kaching, so it's just going to be the Alhaitham simps going for him. Like, not that he still won't be strong and fun, but I don't know. He's literally a carbon copy of Kaching, but kind of worse now. So, oops. You done goofed, Mihoyo. So, yeah, Hu Tao and Yelan, assuming that is true. That weapon banner plus those two characters together. That's going to be the real banner for the 3.4. Alright. Beep or anyone else, you're free to join so we can do the domain real quick for our resin for the day. Otherwise, I'll do it alone. It's all good. I don't mind being alone.
Add Astro. Thank you for
It's our Primo Gem content. I haven't checked. Haven't checked this week. I'm sure it's gone up a little bit from the dailies and whatever. Almost 27k. Wow. It might be the highest I've ever actually seen my Primo Gem count go to. I got to a similar amount when I was saving for Yelan, my main account the first time. But I don't know exactly what I was at when I first got Yelan, so. Or this account almost surely, but I don't think I've ever had over 30,000. I'm pretty sure I've never gotten to 30,000 on my main, so. Saving feels kind of nice sometimes. What a world. Alright, nope, we're going to here. I would really like to be done with this domain, but there's no end in sight yet. Yay. You had 31k, then Scar's banner. Yep, well, that's what Farazan does. Yay. Yay for them. So, yay. Yeah. Hopefully you enjoy your Scaramouche at least. That's what me. Oh. Bread. I thought it was a second copy of Beep. You're gonna join? Okay, sure. You can join Sapphire. We'll wait. We'll wait. Halem's kit is kind of complicated, especially with the mirror stacks. Yeah, I understood it before when he was stronger than Kaching and had like huge multipliers. It was like the simple way, from my understanding of his mirror stacks, was basically like a system to either do you want more damage with burst or do you want more damage with skill, and the optimal way to play it is actually somewhere in between if you want to maximize DPS. But it's kind of like a system of choose which you want more damage in. It was what it felt like it was designed to be for me. And it made sense to have that complexity with him just being a carbon copy of Kaching. Like, at least something's different. But now, like, he's more complicated, but worse. Like, and then there's Tignari, who is also a spread DPS and has the versatility of range character, and they're constantly throwing us Abyss cycles that really want you to have a range character. So, I don't know. You, Sapphire, C0 Scar. Alright, let's check out Sapphire's Scaramouche, if she has it shown. She does. 89. Interesting. Respectable choice. Width, also respectable. R4 is a little bit sad. 2-piece attack, 2-piece attack. Alright, there's a little... These are some choices there, Sapphire. I'm joking. It's perfectly fine. He's a generic DPS. 2-piece attack. 2-piece attack works fine. 7210. Okay, right. It's a very nothing crazy going on there, but a pretty good, well-balanced Wanderer. Alright, let's do this. Let's murder this domain. What am I doing? Well, I'll wait for you guys to choose. Raiden, a Zhao. Alright, I will do Sino. Because I'm trying to build up Sino's friendship. I've neglected Sino a little bit. He's the only one on our account that's not friendship level 10, so I should use him a little bit more. That's what I think. Oh, I should make sure I record this. Because this is probably going to turn into a, 2000 resin for Hyperbloom Raiden video. And I got nothing. That's what I... See, I will put out a relatable artifact video, don't you worry. This domain is the reckoning of all my artifact luck thus far. This combat audio seems a little loud. I think that's just co-op things, though. Let me know if people can't hear me over the constant smackies. Can you get out of the air, you butthole? I'll do this again. God, this domain is so much worse in co-op. We have 2 DPSs, a Raiden Shogun, and a Yunjin buffing one of our, at least one of us. And this is still taking forever. Oh my god, this domain. It's not as annoying as other ones like Crimson or whatever, but boy, is it still a weirdly annoying domain for how whatever the enemies are. Oh my god, I finally got one. Ugh, what a world. Okay, it's hot trash, but it doesn't really matter on this set. You just care about EM, basically. Well, good lord, I finally got one. Alright, that's the easy one, though. Now we have to get the harder one, but that's wonderful, because my whole point was, like, the end was nowhere in sight. We finally have an end in sight. The end is now just a goblet or a circlet. Flat stats, dot artifact, whatever. We literally only care about the main stat and EM main stat. So other than this, right, the substats wise, it's like, it'd be nice to have some ER or whatever, sure, or some crit stats so that I could still deal damage with Raiden's burst kind of thing. Sure, but not the end of the world. Not having good substats might make it harder to do something like a Virgin Toma with that artifact set, but it's fine. My guess is like we'll more likely be doing Hyperbloom Raiden if anything. So. Who knows? We might be done today. Probably not, but it could happen. Oh, what am I doing? Yay for co-op and not being able to see anything. Oh, didn't hit anything. Raiden Shogun does not buff Sino's burst, right? I don't think so, because I think his damage counts as normal attack damage and skill damage in his burst. None of it counts as burst damage, so I don't think Shogun buffs Sino's burst at all. I started farming the Electro Ocean and no, I have not. Hey, it's got EM, that's something. Man, look at that goblet. I should definitely be checking 4-star pieces. I don't know if there was any 4-star goblet or whatever in the previous ones. If we get a 4-star goblet or circlet with EM main stat, I might stop farming this. And go back to Deepwood for a little bit to try to get slightly better Yao Yao artifacts, but we'll see. We'll see. Bye, Dottore. I was gonna say the first word, but I'm not not gonna say your full username. No, we have not started farming Electro Ocean because we don't have the boss unlocked. It's fine. I probably should, you know, for the content-ness of it, I probably should unlock it. And maybe I'll do that this week if I feel like I have time. Because I probably should lock it before Raiden Shogun actually shows up. Not my party though. I really wanna. I keep on spending all my resin here, so I was hoping to have more than just, you know, 1 EM piece before today. You know, that's like where they thought 1400-ish, maybe 1500 resin by now in, and that was our first EM piece. So, you know. I probably should just use burst. EM goblet will be hard. I mean, we don't need an EM goblet specifically. We need an EM goblet or an EM circlet. So, you know, oh, I had a dream there, so much of a dream, and then it very quickly died. Is there any reason to keep this? I don't think so. No. I mean, it could be double crit. It could be. This could actually be a good Yunjin goblet, maybe, but I don't care. I really don't. Yunjin upgrades will come from farming more emblem, not from farming this domain. Alright, game. One more chance to make my dreams. Do I still have my resin today? I do. I couldn't remember if I did the bosses yesterday or not. One more chance. Did I lock... Oh. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, I definitely saw Sapphire get locked out. What was I saying? I don't know. Oh, bosses. Yeah, we might do bosses after the Abyss. But we're doing this first, and we'll move on to the Abyss. Welcome back, Laughing Squid. Damn. What? Oh, okay. Well, it's been a while since that happened in a domain. Well, those 45Ks from Zhao. How strong. Guess we'll just sit here and enjoy the show. Alright, game. Can you make... Whoop, fingers on the wrong key. Can you make our dream come true? Well, it's time to get all the particles. It's always a satisfying part of dying in this. Zoop, 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 zoop. Yum. Almost back to full. Alright. Judgment Day failed, indeed. Alright. Bread Raiden Shogun is jumping in front of this tree, blessing us with the last Raiden Shogun piece we need. Right here. Oh, it's possible. It's meh. Aw, sad. Alright. I thought it would happen. It did not. Oh well. I'll double check, make sure I didn't get a 4-star one quick. But it's fine. We got an EM piece today. Like I said, going from the end is nowhere in sight to the end being in sight is a good amount of progress. To say the least. So, yay. I don't think I have anything I need to level up. I should definitely start leveling up some of these pieces. I want as much EM as possible, right? So leveling up any of these single line EM pieces. I should probably, you know, be keeping all pieces, honestly, for Flowers and Feathers to see if the 4th line rolls EM. But thus far I have not, because I don't even know why I kept this piece, honestly. Probably, probably, I don't know. This piece would be better, I guess, if I don't end up getting
Boats are made for transferring
an
commodities
EM
back
third
and
line
forth.
piece. But anyways,
Those that come across tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to
yay. We have an EM piece. I guess we'll probably level it up, even though it's definitely not very exciting. I don't think I have anything else to level up. And we got a harp going on. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to level up. So let's level this up. Why do you keep pieces with 2 dead stats? It depends on the piece. It depends what I'm going for. If you're talking about these pieces, whoops, no. Let's see what we get. Crit rate. I guess that's a win, sure. I mean, that's the best stat that it has on there, that's for sure. We'll take it. I think ER probably would have been better. If you're talking about these pieces, like, literally all I care about is EM. I should be locking every single piece that could have EM on it. So, if you're talking about these pieces, I believe I had these locked before because I went like 5 days before even getting a single freaking flower or feather with an EM substat at all. And I locked these because ER and attack percent, like having non-EM substats on this set, like for Raiden Shogun, means like, hey, maybe I can burst and do a little bit of damage in Raiden Shogun's burst, right? So like ER is probably the second most important substat on these artifacts. These have ER and they have damage-oriented artifacts. They're not great, but they could be bad. And honestly, or they could be not bad. And if this rolls, you know, not into EM at all, then this piece could be good. So, yeah, it depends what you need. With this set, you need EM, so I'm keeping some of these. That's why. This one's probably bad, but again, 4th line rolls EM could be good. This one, either double crit or EM, right? May as well, right? Realistically, I should be keeping those 2, and then probably this one. I will lock this one actually. It says ER. But yeah, so that's all. EM is the priority, and then it's like your standard. If it could be a good off piece, you may as well try it, kind of thing too. But anyways, let's keep rolling this.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist
Illusion
spots,
shattered.
I have a few references.
Sweet, flat HP, perfect, exactly what I needed. Don't really care, honestly. I just want doubling. So I definitely didn't look at the force artifacts. Well, too late now. I don't think there were any. Sweet, flat HP, let's go. I want to see 1000 flat HP. Hope for streaming luck. It literally doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, if this rolled 10% crit rate, I would have been like, cool. It doesn't really matter though, realistically. Would it have been cool? Sure. But like, realistically, we're not going to have over probably 20% crit rate on our Raiden with this artifact set anyways. So it just doesn't matter. And yeah, so we're leveling up because we level it up to max. That's why. Because it's an EM artifact. We care about the main stat and that's it. We care about EM on this set. That's it. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to say that, but... They're taking his gnosis? Oh, okay. Well, by Zhongli's gnosis. I'm assuming it was Zhongli's gnosis. And you make fun of your 50. Yeah, you're 50 on a DPS character. Raiden. Guys, okay, I know you're just trolling me at this point. Hyper Bloom. Your Hyper Bloom trigger with someone like Raiden, you don't even really use her burst. The burst would be like, use her burst in case like you need to refund energy, right? Like, that's what I would kind of like Raiden's burst for, and why I would like energy recharge for anything else. The crit stats are less important on this set even than ER, right? Like, this is the only other stat I could possibly care about in this set, really. The crit rate and crit damage would be like, cool, because then I guess, you know, Raiden, if I do use her burst for the energy refunding mechanic, might be a little bit of damage, a tiny little bit of damage, particularly if it manages to like aggravate or something. But like, whoop-de-doo is kind of what it comes down to. because the vast majority of what we're going to get for damage out of this, out of our Hyper Bloom Raiden, is just from having her raw EM stat with using her skill. We don't even need ER. It would just be nice. Like, I'm talking about crit rate on a character where we don't care about crit rate. It would just be like, alright, cool, we'll take it. That's literally it. Because it could be of very minor benefit to us. Whereas when you're building a DPS character like Zhao, remember, Nozomi, the reason I was poo-pooing your crit rate, you had like 250 crit damage and 50 crit rate. Your crit damage stats, recall every single time you're like, yes, when you saw that lucky crit damage roll on an artifact. Then remember the fact that because of the fact that you don't care about having more than 50% crit rate, 50% of the time, those crit damage rolls that you were so happy to get do literally nothing for you. That's why I poo-pooed your crit rate on a DPS character, because you need to crit. You don't need to crit in a Hyper Bloom team. This calls Hyper Bloom in it. Yeah, Hyper Bloom is strong. I'm pretty sure it'll work quite well, and the team might have some problems, but Raiden Shogun's substats on the EM pieces is not the problem. Like, the goal is to get EM main stat, and then have as much EM ideally as possible on the Flower Feather. That's literally it. That's literally it. That's the goal. So yes, we're going to the Abyss. And if you guys want to sit in the world, that's fine by me, I suppose. Weapon are you putting on Raiden? Probably Dragon's Bane. We'll test her out with like a normal traditional build before Yao Yao comes, but there's literally only a 3-week span between us having Raiden and being able to do Hyper Bloom Raiden with Yao Yao. So, very passionate about crit rate. Yeah, because too many people undervalue it. I'm not really passionate about it. I prioritize it more because I hate not seeing a crit. I have found that I also really don't like having 90 to 90, 100% crit rate, honestly. Well, 100% is perfectly fine. I like 100%, but I almost hit a band in there. But, what do we got? 20% attack, HP physical resistance. Oh, that's some great cards. Alright then. I'm really hoping for ER today. Yeah, I like slightly higher crit rate than normal, but what's important is, right, everyone recommends doing a ratio of 1 to 2 for crit rate to crit damage. And that's just like for simplicity and balance. So if you have 50% crit rate and 100 crit damage, it's like your build is very much, a in progress build kind of thing. Depending on the character, whatever, right? Like my Kuki Shinobu has about 50% crit rate and like 120 crit damage. That's a pretty normal ratio, especially for a healer. It doesn't really matter. She just incidentally does some aggravate damage. So that's like actually a very good build. But if it's your main DPS and you're only critting half of the time, like, you're missing out on like most of your damage. So yeah, like, I don't know. If you are going for nukes, that's all cool and good. Then you just say F crit rate and maximize crit damage. But nukes is not gonna like make you do more damage. It's just gonna make you see a higher number. So, anyways, let's 33 start this stupid Abyss. Yeah. We can maybe try this with attack. I tried yesterday, I tried the like minus 15% defense and plus 40% attack for this chamber only yesterday, and it was not very useful, so I'm pretty sure we're just doing HP. Alright, so nothing has changed other than my mindset. Well, what has changed is I forgot what my rotation was. I think start with Toma. Yeah, I was doing Toma to Rosaria things to Yunjin to sign it. Okay. And not using Toma's burst for the first cycle.
Strike is one and step.
Your sins weigh upon your soul.
And like, if you don't have artifacts to be able to get like your stats up, it's fine, right? But like, if your build's in progress, but so many people I see putting a crit damage circlet because they're like, oh, I like seeing.
That's my
Something about the hitbox of that attack is really stupid, by the way. Like, what happened there? Whatever. But like, when it's as simple, when fixing your build is literally as simple as putting a crit rate circlet instead of crit damage, particularly if you have an okay, as long as you have like an okay crit damage circlet, it's like, or sorry, a crit rate circlet with like 14 to 20 crit damage, that's certifiably an okay circlet. You know, you're losing 40 crit damage, so it knows me your build would go from like 260 crit damage to like 210, 220, depending on the quality of the crit rate circlet, and have, you know, 70 to 80% crit rate instead of 50.
good deeds
Like,
and bad.
I don't know, it just doesn't make any sense
In the end,
at all from like a numbers
all will be
perspective.
Placed upon the scales.
You do you. Like, people can play the game they want, but
Your grand finale. Observe.
Surrender.
if you want your damage to actually be consistent at all, crit rate.
You stand condemned.
Your crit damage stat does nothing if you don't have a crit rate.
Penance is due.
Yeah. Oh my god. Like,
A noose.
stop doing this move, you asshole chicken. We're literally at the point where we're optimizing this. Like, this chicken does that move, and we have to restart, like, basically.
Strike is one.
Either because we die, or because it just wastes too much time.
Weigh upon your soul.
Such an annoying move.
Guilty. Your penance is due. You stand condemned. Guilty. Surrender. Check this out.
Flags fly.
Come on, give me Favonius. Please, Favonius. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Oh, still only got it. Alright, whatever.
You can't run. Break a leg.
Fire it up. Here's backup. Nowhere to run. Judgment is upon you. You stand condemned. Guilty. Your penance is due. Guilty. Your penance is due.
Ow.
Surrender. Check this out.
Flags up.
Please, Favonius. Thank you.
Futile.
Yeah. Shiver. Strike is one.
Surrender. Your sins weigh upon your soul. You stand condemned.
Alright, there we go. Frickin' chicken. Your non-crits are higher than Sapphire's crits, and her misery is all I need. I'm pretty sure they're not. But, you know, you do. You can build your characters, play your characters the way you want. But it is, on a mathematical level, worse to do something like 50 crit rate, 250 crit damage versus 210 crit damage and 70, 80 crit rate. Anywho, that was a good chicken attempt. Alright, let's think for a second here. I haven't done this for a day. I believe the strategy was, sorry Candace, I like you, but you're not helpful here. I think our Zhao energy was like, we just need to like do Zhongli's shield, and then we run to the wall, zoop zoop with Zhao, avoid getting corroded, and then start Zhao plunges, right? Okay. I'm gonna place it like right here to try to get the, yeah, there we go. Yep, perfect. Alright, I didn't get enough energy from that. That's annoying as heck. See, they're desynced now already, which is annoying as hell. Good start. Okay. Well, great. Well, we're corroded now. Oh well.
Worthless. Here.
Oh, and then the shield ran out too. That's, you know, also ideal. Yeah, losing out on the shred is real bad. Well, is it just a restart? Well, cool. And when he died at the end too, anyways, it's fine. That was terrible. One of my worst attempts, honestly, at the wolf part. Oh, good. Okay. I think in that phase, regardless of how exactly the initial positioning of the wolves go, I probably just need to start plunging anyways for time's sake. We're trying to 2-star, right? So, oh well. You ever need to restart teams again? Maybe consider Zhongli slot 1. That's fair, yeah. I just am very, very used to having my characters in particular slots. That getting over the muscle memory seems more annoying. But yeah, that's a fair point.
Fire it up.
Lights out. Break a leg. And leap.
You don't know for bonus here. Oh, we did get it.
Through
Okay.
me, justice is served. Their penance is due. They stay condemned.
I don't understand the variability with which it gets put into its, you know, rage state. Like, it seems like a lot of the time we get it in its rage state, like right here, right? Where it takes a while. And then sometimes it gets in its rage state really quick. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if it's somewhat damage-based or whatever.
Strike is one. And step.
Your sins weigh upon your soul. Their penance is due. They stay condemned. Their penance is due. They stay condemned. Guilty. Don't get too close.
Flag fly. And step. Yeah.
Futile.
No.
Judgment. Shiver. Break a leg.
Surrender.
Oh boy.
Judgment is upon us.
Don't die at the end.
Their penance is due. Guilty. My judgment.
Frick. Not ideal. Do I even bother? Yeah, let's just try to kill him. I don't think this is enough of a time loss to restart. I'm losing like 10 seconds. More than 10 seconds, actually. Thought I'd kill it faster. Shoot. We'll try it. I need to get more... almost surely I'm not going to be successful here. Almost certainly I'm not going to be successful here, but I need more, like, warming up, I guess, with the stupid dogs. I definitely did not do the whole R&R quest. Let me take a drink of water quick. My lips are feeling a bit chapped. I think if you do an aggravate spread reaction, the bar goes up quicker. Oh, so it's literally just it's more RNG then. It's just the chicken, if it puts itself into a dendro state more and I do more aggravates, then it goes up. And that's okay. Oh boy.
Stabilize.
Okay, that time okay. Here we go.
Lament.
Oh, we got a lot of corrosion. That's not ideal, I think. Oh boy. I think we just got hit again. Great. So we didn't start hitting them at the same time punches. And they kind of spread out too. It's not too bad though.
Boring.
They didn't all die though, which is definitely not ideal.
You're toast.
Grab it, don't grab it. Okay.
Gather. This is order.
Yes. What? They didn't get all frozen. God damn it. Okay, we didn't get corroded, but it's fine. Oh, now we got corroded. Damn it. Yeah. But, like, how in the world did they not all get frozen there? I'm kind of annoyed at that. Big doggo's time. Hit. Alright, all of them did spawn, okay. You die. Oh, I got corroded, damn it.
Get them! Yield! Grant us your blessing! Brace you!
Little one's dead at least.
Solidify. This is order.
Ooh, might get hit by corrosion. Okay, no, we're fine, we're fine. Oh, what? What did I get hit? Where are they? Okay, they're there. Ooh, I don't like how out of sync they are. No! Ugh, the freaking rock waves. God, the freaking rock waves are the most annoying part of this half the time. Okay. It wasn't a horrible attempt, at least.
Don't get too close.
Lights out. Your grand finale!
Nowhere to run. Through me, justice is served. Your penance is due. You stand condemned.
Oh, yep. Cool, yep. He does lovely RNG on this frickin' chicken, man. Does the charge fight? Restart. Charge attack.
Fire it up.
Strike is one, and leap!
Judgment is upon you. You stand condemned. Guilty.
That did not hit me.
My judgment.
Okay. Cool.
Lights out. Break a leg! Observe!
Didn't tell them, but whatever. Not gonna bother.
Through me, justice is served. Your penance is due. You stand condemned.
Oh, boy. Stop it.
Your penance is due. Guilty. Nowhere to run.
And step! Judgment!
Don't get too close. Here's back.
Shiver! Strike is one, and step!
Surrender. Judgment is upon you. Your penance is due. Guilty. You stay condemned.
Oh, god damn it. Of course you did that attack. It has so little telegraph for when it starts that freaking head smash attack that, like, I can dodge it, but, like, it very quickly, like, transitions into, like, swing at him, smack the fuck down, and instantly hits me. Like, we're not doing it for the 50 primos, we're doing it for the achievement in the video. And I don't mean, like, in-game achievement, I just mean personal achievement. For making progress on the account. I know it's doable at this point, it's just freaking miserable. I'm not saying it's worth the time to do this. It would be more worth doing the R&R freaking quest.
Guilty. You stay condemned.
Oh, look, he's charge attacking. Yay. Oh, wait, no, it's not a charge attack. I thought it was a charge attack. It looked like he was spinning around a charge attack. Me, apparently he was just spinning around because he felt like spinning around. That's what chickens do, apparently.
Check this out.
We have no energy. Can I ever get a Favonius proc? My god, does this make me want to just wail for Favonius lands? Oh my god.
Nowhere to run.
Alright.
Lights out. Observe! Break a leg!
Supporting fire. Fire it up. Through me, justice is served. Your penance is due. You stand
fully intended to dodge that, but it's fine. We have the shield up. Oh. Alright. The Pyro outdid the Electro there, but oh well, it's fine.
Don't get too close.
Flags up. Observe.
Come on, Melodious. There we go.
Judgment.
Surrender. Futile.
You can't run. Punishment.
I got you covered. Fire it up.
Oh.
Check this out.
Your grand finale.
Surrender. Your sins weigh upon your soul.
It's a bit slow. A bit slow for sure.
Gather. Useless. Evil conquering.
No, god damn it. Man, the timing on that is so sensitive. Why is there one behind the pillar? You see that one that was just standing over there behind the pillar? Like, what? Why? Why weren't you with all the other ones? Oh, we have so many stacks of corrosion on us. Oh, what? Oh my god. Okay, just there. This attempt is already dead. That's for damn sure.
I will have
We'll
order.
try it, but like, oh, that was bad too.
You're toast. Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
For it.
Whoa. Okay.
Stabilize. Order guide you.
Freeze them all. Yes. Wait, the one that didn't get frozen. We didn't get corroded though. It's fine.
Here.
Why are they all apart?
Worthless. 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 Useless.
Hey. Yeah, I if this goes ideally,
Nice and spicy.
by the time we do two bursts, they're all dead, and there's still 5 fucking alive. So,
Race
you
you.
know,
Gather.
not ideally.
This
Especially
is
because we just got corroded there again.
Eat this. We shall prevail.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we're down to just the 3, and we're also down to having 0 health left, so, you know,
Solidify.
just don't get hit. Forehead. Okay, I don't have stamina. I would like to get out of this corner here. Okay. If I get them to teleport to me, I can drop a bomb on them, but they don't want to do it all at the same time, so I don't know.
Stabilize. For it. Evil conquering.
Oh, they corroded me. God dang it, man. The freaking burst animation times. There's only 1 stack corrosion, but... Oh, we got more corrosion on us, I think.
Here. Worthless.
Whoa.
Solidify.
Yeah, this is not where we want to be with 20 seconds left. Man. Like, everything has to go perfectly for this to work.
Stabilize. This is order.
Nice and spicy.
Disappear. Here.
Oh, we got corroded. Alright. It was already below 5 minutes anyways, I know, but it was worth a try. I wanted more practice against them, basically. Basically. Bum ba dum. Alright.
Supporting fire.
Why'd I do that? Well, whatever, we're going for it.
Strike is one. Unleash.
Judgment is upon you.
Can I do that? Oh, I did get it before the particles got grabbed. Nice.
Mistaken.
Ow! Oh, apparently put it into burning mode. Yep, that's why I don't normally use the shields. It's fine, because we can usually kill them with one use of Sino's skill, but...
My judgment.
Whoops. That was just me being bad. Not the chicken. Chicken just did its job there. I really wish we had to fight the chicken after the wolves. Like, this would be so much less annoying to, like, try to optimize and do if I could just fight the wolves. Like, an easy way Mihoyo could fix this problem is, again, just another, like, quality of life change. Let me choose on each chamber which side to fight first, rather than forcing me to do one half before the other. Oh, we shouldn't have done that quite yet. Oh, we're not at energy yet. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got it. Oh, only half energy again. Brutal. Oh, almost assuredly. Actually, I don't know. Something we'll try when we have Raiden is. Whoops, that was just my bad. I should not have switched to Sino there. When we have Raiden, I'll put Raiden on Sino's team to help with his energy problems. Because Raiden in a normal build, Raiden can fill out a little bit of downtime by just having DPS, like on this chicken, for example. So say Raiden instead of like Rosaria. Rosaria is nice here for the little bit of off-field damage, of course, but also for the crit rate buff, more importantly. But slot in Rosaria or Raiden instead of Rosaria, and then I can have, you know, both Raiden's resonance, so just extra energy particles with their E up, as well as being able to burst with Raiden and do a little bit of damage and refund energy as well. Could probably fix some rotational issues this team is having. It's mostly just rotational issues with Sino, to be clear. Sino has a little bit less energy than ideal. I think he'd have a perfectly fine amount of energy if I was able to, you know, consistently utilize 4-piece Thundering Fury, but I'm not able to. I also did Tomo's burst there again. Whoops, whatever. So just wasted his skill. Oh, no, I didn't waste a skill. I'm big brained. I did just miss that one though.
Nowhere to run.
You can't run.
Alright, well, let's just get it started.
Break a leg and step.
Here's backup. Through me, justice is served. Their penance is due. Guilty. They stay condemned.
Oh, that was not ideal.
Don't get too close.
Well, whatever. Well, time to ignore a mushroom.
Judgment.
Nowhere to run.
Punishment. Lights out. Unleash. Your grand finale. Yeah.
Your sins weigh upon your soul. Guilty. Their penance is due.
Really?
You stand condemned. Their penance is due.
There we go. Got an achievement. What was that? I heard the achievement sound, I think. Pretty sure, at least. Okay. Again, time was not great. Oh, I didn't hit them. No!
Evil conquering.
Alright, no corrosion. That's something. Now I got corrosion on me. God dang it.
Worthless. Here. Worthless. Stabilize.
Order guide you.
I should not have ran in to do that. I need to run away while I do that. Oh, crap. That was a lot of stacks of corrosion. That was really, really, really dumb. Really dumb. I just completely fucked this attempt to that, I think. Yeah, and that didn't help either.
This is order. Quake.
I meant to hold there.
Disappear.
And yeah, just gonna die from corrosion. Cool. Oh, bad attempt. Bad attempt. Really love that I only get an attempt every time I deal with the frickin' chicken. It's really fun, really great, good design, cool. 10 out of 10 Mihoyo. Like, oh man, like, if it takes me in playing the Abyss, you know, a couple attempts to realize, you know what a nice quality of life thing would be? How about letting me choose a side? How about, you know, having energy full of every chamber? Like, you can make gameplay arguments for why not have energy full at the beginning of every chamber. What is the argument for not being able to choose which side you start on, though? Right? Like, could you just, for the love of Jesus, like, please just add some quality of life things in the Abyss?
I do try to lighten the mood sometimes, but I'm not the best judge of other people's.
How much ER does your Yunjin have? Like 200. What am I doing? I meant to do Rogar there. Oh well.
Strike is one.
You die. Through me, justice is served. Guilty. You stay condemned. Guilty.
Alright, what move are you gonna do? Ah! See, like, you see how fast it freaking transitions into doing that move? It's impossible to dodge that.
Observe.
I guess once I see it go into it, you know, the solution to that once I see that do that phase, after it exhausts itself, I forget what it's called, just to make sure I switch to Tome and like use a shield or something. I think that's what I should do. I can probably avoid that issue. I can't do anything about the charge attack move though, basically. Whoop. Thought I didn't dodge that.
Fire it up.
Black fly. Unleash.
Nowhere to run.
Judgment.
You're gonna do that? Yeah. Oh well. Why'd you spit him out so far?
Observe.
Check this out. I got you covered.
Shiver. Strike is one.
Surrender. Through me, justice is served. You stand condemned. Your penance is due.
Yeah, that was a pretty decent clear. Definitely not the fastest, but not as bad as the last couple. I didn't get a Favonius trigger. No, it definitely hit them. Oh my god, they all got stuck on the pillar. Excuse me? Oh my god.
Worthless.
On the upside, we don't have corrosion. Other than the corrosion that Zhao applies to himself. Yay.
Worthless.
Oh, good. Now we have corrosion. Oh, good. Multiple attacks of corrosion. Great. Cool. Great. Good. And yeah, time. I don't know what I was thinking there.
Solidify.
Oh, oh, ran into the pillar.
Out of the frying pan into the fire.
Run away. Alright. Drop this. That worked well. Yeah, great. I definitely should have turned around before I did that. Alright. Drop this. Wait. Oh boy. Yep, there's some corrosion. Alright, wait for that to expire.
Nova, get them.
No, we got corrosion on us. Fuck. We might die. Oh, we got a lot of corrosion on us. Yep. Fuck, man. God damn it.
Do your worst. Hear my breath.
I will have order. Solidified.
Zhao did die. I just checked. I wasn't sure if he was dead yet, but I tried to switch him. Man. What?
Don't get too close.
Punishment. Judgment. Your grand finale.
Nowhere to run. Your sins weigh upon your soul. Guilty. Your penance is due.
Yeah, try to dodge that. I failed.
You stay condemned.
Dodging is a little awkward sometimes with Zhao. Or Zhao. With Sino. Oop, did it early. And then, well, he did the charge attack anyway, so we were basically screwed. Dodging is a little awkward with Sino because of all of his, like, he has this annoying part where, like, particularly where he jumps up. And if he jumps up, if you're doing that normal attack where he jumps up, you can't dodge. So, it's a bit annoying. Bye, Chi-Chi. Thanks for joining.
Fire it up.
Break a leg.
Surrender. Through me, justice is served.
Oh, come on. Fuck you. I sprinted there. The game literally did not take my input there. I freaking sprinted forward to avoid that. And that, I just didn't even notice it was switching to the phase already. I didn't realize it was already in the enraged whatever phase. Thank you, Chi-Chi.
Strike is one. Observe.
Futile. Your sins weigh upon your soul. Guilty. Your penance is due.
Oh, he's already in the space.
Guilty.
Yeah, like, I don't understand. Like, one of its moves is that move there. And it does, like, literally nothing when you're standing by it. It fires out some bullets, I think. But, like, other than the bullets it fires out, it does nothing.
Can't run. Observe.
It looks like it's doing a lot. Oh, okay, just wasting some energy there.
Shiver. Your grand finale and step.
Supporting fire. Check this out. Futile. Through me, justice is served. Your penance is due. Guilty. You stand condemned.
Oh,
Crowd. Don't get too close.
Unleash. You can't run.
Surrender.
whoops, let me switch.
Strike is
Jesus.
one.
Your sins weigh upon your soul.
I hadn't just wasted like 5 seconds switching to the wrong characters there.
Guilty.
This could have been maybe a 8-minute, 30-second. That was actually, yeah, that's probably about the fastest we can clear it. That's about what I would expect. That's definitely the fastest we've cleared this, by the way. Okay, well, we have the most time we've ever had. Now we just have to not screw up here and get, you know, hit by 2 stacks of corrosion and then die. Alright, well, let's see. I don't know. I can't think of any other. I'm just gonna get into it. I don't want to psych myself out with thinking too much.
Gather.
Okay, good. I got stuck on the fucking pillar again. Oh my god.
Evil conquering. Here.
Whatever. I guess maybe the pillar is now the strategy. Stand by the pillar and hope they all teleport in the pillar. Is that the strat? I obviously got corroded, by the way, but did you just get on top of my pillar? Dude, get off of my pillar. It's my pillar. Bro, can you just not? What is he doing?
Nice and spicy.
This is order. Stabilize.
Booba, get them.
Whoa. Alright, it's fine.
Disappear.
No, I got corrosion on me. Damn it.
Worthless.
Oh no, we got a lot of stacks of corrosion. Frick.
Here.
Ooh boy.
Boring.
You're toast!
Oh, it's not ideal.
Order guide you. Stabilize.
No, don't do that, dude. Oh my god.
Nice and spicy!
Ah.
Gather. Useless. Lament. Worthless.
Oh, where am I? Oh, I thought I was gonna get there.
Here. Worthless. Here. Here. I will have order.
Hey-ya! Booba, get them!
Solidify.
Oh, fuck me.
This is order.
Ah, I didn't think I was gonna hit the corrosion there. Frick, man.
I'm the frying pan, it's
Oh, I got my more corrosion. That's great. Okay. No, oh, no, it's just only took a third for the worst. I was trying to find an opportunity. I was trying to find an opportunity to like get them to teleport to me, freeze them so I can do Zhao, right? But now, obviously, yeah. Oh man, that was actually pretty close.
Is this retribution?
water!
Why have I made it to the live stream when you're already almost done with Abyss? Because we started from where we left off yesterday.
I'm feeling a little.
Oh, did I just... Does that makes me redo the whole Abyss, doesn't it? Oh, frick. I forgot about that. Oh, no. Right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, thank God. Okay. Frick. I thought I might have had to do the... I was just going to straight up say, F it, I'm not finishing this if it made me do the whole Abyss again. Man. Okay, that scared me. Does Seasick Zhongli count as a healer? Yeah. Yes, if we had Seasick Zhongli, we might not have a problem. Wow. Ugh. Wouldn't call this almost done. We got another hour of suffering yet, apparently, yeah. Man, I don't know. I'm still pretty confident it's possible. But man, it's taken me about an hour to get like one good attempt in. And it's just like, oh boy, wasted a bunch of Yunjin's uptime there. Oh well. It doesn't help me mentally that half of my time is spent fighting the goddamn chicken instead of trying to optimize the wolves. It really bothers me. Like, why can't we just choose what side we start with? It doesn't functionally change anything. It's just a nice quality of life thing in situations like this, where, yeah, as soon as he starts that attack, I should just restart the attempt. Like, I don't know. I can't think of what the downside would be of them letting us choose which side, right? I don't know.
Your grand finale, and leap!
Surrender. Through me, justice is Guilty. Their penance is due. You stand condemned.
Not to mention the RNG of like, I'm glad we're not going for 36 stars or anything, right? I'd rather be on the edge of 30, 33 starring than the edge of 36 starring, because if we were on the edge of 36 starring, the struggle we'd have then is, remember, like the one in like, I don't know, 20 attempts on this chicken that we managed to hit it a minute and a half. That's what we'd have to be going for. Just the RNG of it applying dendro to itself enough that we can clear it in a minute and a half. Because that's basically all it seems to come down to. You can try with Yunjin and Toma on Zhao's side. I know Sino is great with Yunjin, but I think Zhongli's pillar is aggroing them too much. Maybe, but you're really underestimating the value of the 20% res shred. Zhao's damage goes way down without the res shred.
Good deeds. And
So,
bad.
yeah. And
In the
I've done those wolves before with Toma. I think in the last Abyss cycle there was some wolves in like the first chamber or something. And I did those wolves with Toma in the first chamber and it was a bit miserable. So, yeah. Because the problem there was then we still ended up getting corroded. But then because of Toma's shield downtime problems, we also were taking a bunch of damage from just getting hit. So, yeah, I can tell you for sure. I don't want to go through the full Abyss again. I've already had to go through this full Abyss like 4 times in order to 2-star already and then get to this point with having energy up in the beginning of this. So, yeah. If I had C2 Toma, I would say that's potentially a good idea to do. But without C2 Toma and his downtime shield issues, it just was too miserable in my experience with it, with that last Abyss cycle. And that was with an easier set of dogs, like when there was less of them and at a slightly lower level, right? Oh, oh. Yep, I got it.
Has failed.
What? Wait. Okay, I don't know if someone was paying enough attention. Tell me what killed Sino there. I know I got hit by obviously the big head smack, then I ran away because I was like, oh great, it's doing this attack, and then Sino just died. Like, okay. This is to treat the wolves like pyro orbs pre-Zhongli. Exactly. Yeah, the freaking. I mean, yeah, it's a sign of progress in this account, right? At least we've gone from struggling with this miserable pyro orbs and like on floor 10 on this account to struggling on the last chamber of floor 12 chamber 3 without a healer against the enemies that are specifically meant as a giant middle finger to someone like using Zhongli only. And that's what we're struggling against. Like, I think that's an achievement in itself, to be clear. And we already cleared this, by the way. We already cleared it. But it was just, a minute away from 2-starring. So that's the problem here, is we have to somehow strike that perfect balance of playing cautious enough to not get corroded constantly to kill us, while also maintaining damage up time to try to get 2-star. That's the struggle here. And I don't know. At this point, it's feeling like I should just like work on other video ideas, like doing this Seirai Island storm quest, or Storm Chaser's storm, whatever its quest is called, for the Electro Bird for Raiden next week. I should probably work on that instead of spending hours and hours in the Abyss. But I don't know. This is part of what I find really enjoyable about this account, though, is trying to figure out and get through these situations. It would be very satisfying for me to be able to do this. Oh boy. Satisfying to me to be able to do this, but yeah, is a bit of a struggle. There we go. And let's try not using Toma here again. Normally I've been using Toma in the second phase, second cycle, just for the protection, so I can just try to get as much damage on it as possible without having to think about it. But I think it might be better to just not bother with it. Because we can manage to get this to more consistently be able to be cleared in the 8.5 minute mark, which right now we have very minor energy uptime problems, but then
Shiver! Your grand finale!
Surrender! Through me, justice!
and I think, you know,
You stand
we
condemned!
might have a better time at doing this 2-star attempt.
Your penance is due! Guilty!
No, I just wasted that, whatever.
Your penance is...
That was obviously just a normal time there, so that obviously did not do anything. I don't know. I think it's more down to just how many instances of Dendro it applies to itself. So it's just RNG to be able to clear that in a minute and a half versus a minute and 50 seconds. So it's definitely, my optimization seems to like shave off a maximum of 15 seconds. Like it was clear that like my play, I think, can probably get it down to 8 minutes and 15 seconds left consistently, but getting 8.5 is probably down to RNG on the chicken. Can't you do Zhao first team, Zhao team first half? Because with Zhao burst, corroding him already, the wolf corrosion makes Zhao die a lot quicker. Yeah, but he's my only AoE. Like, like, who else am I relying on an AoE other than like Zhongling? She's already in that team. She has the downside of I need to be near the dogs. Asino got affected by Dendro. Okay, Dendro doesn't always like Dendro plus Pyro means delayed damage. Just Dendro on its own doesn't mean delayed damage, as far as I'm aware. Dendro on the floor or leggy hit from the chicken. I don't think there's anything where I was standing Dendro wise, but maybe, I don't know. It doesn't really matter, I guess. But there's a good chance it was just a leggy hit. But it only applies Dendro to itself when you fill the Electro bar, so it's a case of doing enough Electro without dodging. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we kind of have to dodge, and the problem is, like, right, we have... If we're applying as much Electro as possible, we need to make sure we don't use Toma, which means we have to dodge. So, right. And, like, yes, and then it goes back to, oh, we could have Zhongli on this side, could fix that problem, right? And I'm sure we could consistently kill this chicken in a minute, with the Res Shred in particular. Especially, but I bet we'd get near to a minute with Zhongli on this side. But Toma on the other side would not be useful at all. And the loss of the Red Shred and the AoE from the Red Shred. But yeah, Zhao's our only AoE option that can let us do a bunch of AoE damage while also avoiding getting corroded, right? So I really don't think we have any other option here. I don't think Sino would help. Yes, Zhao's own self-corrosion is definitely annoying. But, yeah. That's why we're playing the game of, like, don't let Zhao get corroded. Like what we need for success was, we had an attempt yesterday. We had an attempt yesterday where we killed all of the first 6 dogs that spawn. We killed the first 6 dogs that spawn before it getting any corrosion on Zhao. So Zhao went from like 11,000 health to 9,000 health from his own burst, basically. So he lost a little bit of health from his own burst, and that was it. So we had a good amount of health. Then the rest of the dogs spawned, and we killed, I think, we basically killed the next 6 dogs. I think there might have been 1 alive with Zhao's second burst, and we only had like a little tiny bit of corrosion that got applied to us. And then we managed to get the big dogs down to half health. But then like some minor misplays happened, I think, where like I got damaged. I don't remember exactly what killed me, whatever, but I got damaged by like the earth waves or a little bit too many stacks of corrosion from the big dogs kind of thing is what ended up screwing me at the very end. But we got the big dogs down to like half health and had like a minute and a half remaining. That's why that happening is why I'm confident it is possible to 2-star this. It's just annoying as heck because it takes such like optimal circumstances and some of it feels very RNG and like, but some of it doesn't, right? Like, I don't know. It's the way the dogs teleport seems fairly patternized, but again, this frustration in trying to test out these things comes from the fact that I have to spend at like a minute and a half or 2 minutes doing the chicken every single time I even want an attempt, and probably more than 2 minutes because of the fact that the chicken has RNG where I have to restart if it does a charge attack kind of thing, right? Or if I accidentally misplay and let Sino die. So it's just so frustrating to have to redo that every single time to even test out things on here. Like, I would love to just, like, spend 5 minutes messing about to figure out, like, you know, if I can consistently get all, if I stand behind the pillar, I don't know, we can try it this time. Like, if I go and place the pillar over here like I have been, and then can I get all the dogs to teleport into the pillar together? If I can, that'd be amazing, because I can safely make sure I avoid corrosion hit there, come in with Zhao, zoop zoop, burst, and then start plunging, and that might be an easy, free way to clear the first round of dogs. But testing this out is so annoying because I have to do the chicken every fucking time. So it's just like, and the chicken isn't that hard. It's just annoying that I have to do it every time. And it has a little bit of RNG. It's like, it's just the perfect amount of annoyance, right? And it could be solved by as simple as, like, why don't, like, can you just let us choose which side to do first, Mihoyo? Like, what, why? I don't know. Maybe swapping teams junglers needed to fill up the aggro bar to reduce the resistance slightly. Yeah. That too. I forgot about the aggro bar on them as well. You leave for 30 minutes. All right, Nozomi. Nozomi's gone. It's time to win. Let's do this.
Stabilize.
All right, get in the pillar. Oh, well, that's not ideal. Okay. No, it got corrosion on us. All right. Well, the pillar got placed too close to them. That's what happened there. Actually wasn't horrible, but not great, that's for sure. I only killed 4 of them. One of them is at basically full health. Oh, actually, that was new spawns, never mind. Oh, why did I run towards them? I gotta... No, just don't run towards them. You know this already. Well, not to mention RNG and what Zhao's skill targets is annoying to deal with as well. Oh, great. Got corrosion on us before the animation ended. It's only 1 stack, I think, so it's fine, but... One dude alive. Alright. This good. Didn't get any corrosion on us.
Stabilize.
Nice and spicy.
Some particles for jungling. There we go.
Solidify.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, I think this attempt's already dead. Like, we gotta be able to, like, start doing damage to these guys right away. Oh, good. Then we got corroded.
Stabilize. Order guide you. Disappear.
Oh, god damn it. I got corroded right before it. The animation ended. Oh, and we got corroded again there. Alright, well, this attempt's done. No, you had left for 30 minutes. Ah, I see, I see. I was and then like the little wave of rocks, man. It's just like, it's just salt in the wound, because there's been, I think, 2 or 3 attempts at least where, like, oh, Zhongli's shield ran out near the end of Zhao's burst. Like, that's normal, whatever, that happens. And then I land and get killed by the frickin' rocks that roll on the ground. And it's just like, really? Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna complain too much about them because I don't know necessarily if, like, I hadn't died from the rocks, would that have been a successful attempt? But it's sure annoying that it ended the attempt, basically. R&R quest is less annoying than this, yeah. So basically a best... hope you have a C4 Goro chamber, as it wants you to use Mono Geo without these restrictions. Yeah. I mean... this chamber isn't that hard to deal with. If you just have like a team that can deal a good amount of A... Whoops, sorry for the cough. If you just have a team that can deal a good amount of AoE damage... we have the problem, while healing, to be clear, right? Like, if you can... if we could deal a good amount of AoE damage, which we honestly have with Zhao, but we could consistently heal through it, we don't have much of a problem then, right? Like, if we could keep Zhongling damage constantly up, and, you know, keep her energy recharging, and, you know, keep Candace up so she can get at least additional vaporizes for Zhongling, and then, you know, consistently drop Zhongli's nuke, and of course Zhao plunges. This team, I think, could handle it fine, but we have no healer, right? So, like, let's imagine if we had a Kokomi, right? or even a Barbara instead of Candace, right? There you go, right? I think we wouldn't have a problem in this situation. Not for 2-star, at least. I don't know if we'd quite have the damage for 3-star. We might, honestly. That's a big old question mark, because we're not in a situation where we can even really test that without just trying to calculate it out, kind of thing. But yeah, this just very, very much is like, have a healer or you're gonna struggle, and like, that's fine. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world that they have things set up to make you change how you configure your teams a little bit. That's part of what I find enjoyable, is crafting different teams to deal with different situations. But in a circumstance of where we have melee only, and our options are more limited, and don't have healing to deal with something punishing us for not having healing, is a bit unfortunate. So, I don't know. I think I want to have one more, like, good attempt. If I see one more good attempt, we might call it quits there. Yeah, y'all better be an amazing healer. I think she's fine at healing. That's kind of all she does. I'm not sure whether or not we'll end up... we might end up with Yao just going with full-on, you know... what's it called? Healing, like, screw her burst build, and just rely on her skill. So just slap Black Tassel on her, slap HP percent, and call it a day. I already put him in this mode. What are you gonna do? What are you doing that attack? Well, we'll see. We'll see. You.
Lights out. Your grand finale. Observe.
Through me, justice is served. You stand condemned. Guilty.
Her 70% health restriction? What are you talking about? That's not that. It's not a problem. Her 70% health restriction is a targeting system. When you're doing the only time that's a problem is you're not doing melee, which is normally in this game a lot of times. For our situation, where we're polearms only, we're basically always doing melee. For 70% restriction for her targeting is not a problem at all. I should not have done that. That was dumb. But.
Nowhere to run.
Strike is one. And step. Punishment.
Futile. Judgment is upon us. Stand condemned.
8 minutes 20 seconds. See, that seemed like a more realistic, like with optimal play. 8 minutes 20 seconds is probably realistically what we could get consistently. If we had, and then when we get lucky in it, you know, with its patterns, and if it applies Dendro more, yada yada, you know, get a few extra hits in here and there, then I think that's when we get to 8 minutes 30 seconds. But Yo-Yo also got some minor healing nerfs. She got buffs in terms of particle generation. She got healing nerfs? Seriously? Okay, great. I didn't see the healing nerfs. Her healing was already really in my opinion. So great. I don't know, I could be wrong. We'll wait and see. The problem is, the bigger problem with Yayo on this account is, ideally, like, her burst is when, so her burst wants her to be on field, and she heals the whole team when you use her burst while on field. We can potentially make use of it by utilizing Candace's, like in a Hyper Bloom team, right? Or any kind of reaction team. With Hydro and Dendro, even if we were doing like a reaction soup team, whatever, right? Candace can infuse Yao Yao with Hydro, and we can do, you know, charge attacks with Yao Yao on field to be able to create blooms while Yao Yao is on field during a burst to heal. But getting to the point of being able to have enough recharge, have enough, you know, crit rate for Favonius Lance build on Yao Yao seems annoying. But it's something we'll do eventually. And it depends if we get our C2 or not as well. But yeah, so but Yao Yao, yeah, her 70% targeting thing is she targets you if you're below 70% health, and she targets enemies, or she prioritizes targeting enemies if you're over 70% health. We're melee, so most of the time we're near enemies anyways, and we want to be. And especially if she's healing us anyways, we're just going to be in enemies' faces, attacking and trying to tank through and just dodging getting hit so we don't get interrupted kind of thing, right? If we don't have a shield. So, for us, the 70% thing probably doesn't matter that much. And I would probably prefer it prioritize targeting enemies most of the time anyways. So, yeah. Anyways. It depends on the situation we're using her in too. If there's more enemies, like, or when there's a bunch of wolves, if there's, or actually a better situation where Yao Yao might be less optimal for healing is in a situation like with the frickin' mushrooms, where there's a mushroom that like will just like spawn here and then chill out here for 30 seconds straight. And if Yao Yao's targeting that when I'm targeting the one over here, that'd be a bit annoying, right? But well, that'll take. I'm not going to comment on that specific aspect in that situation much until we have to deal with it, and figure out. Like, I don't know whether or not Yao Yao. Let's just try this, by the way. Come towards the pillar. Oh, it didn't work. All right. Oh well. No, oh god! I thought I avoided corrosion. Freaking hell, man. Yeah, I can't really comment on the particulars of what specific situation Yao Yao's healing is going to be frustrating in, because we don't have her yet, and we can't really test the specifics. Man, there's only one that didn't die. That's annoying.
Stabilize. This is order.
See, that's like this is kind of like the worst case scenario, kind of, because having one that didn't die means that there's going to be one more that doesn't spawn, right? It just spawned right now, and then it's not grouped up with us, right? So, yeah.
Solidify.
Also, we got a shit ton of corrosion put on us there, which is not ideal.
I will have order.
Yeah, let's try it. Oh, god damn it, man. The freaking animation timings. Oh, we got like 4 stack. Yeah, we're just dead because of the corrosion. Yeah. I think we actually got hit there. That was just a badly timed plunge, but. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, needs buffs, if anything, in my opinion. Like, I really don't understand why they made her burst basically useless unless she's on field. It's a really weird decision. On top of the fact that she has, you know, no EM scaling whatsoever other than her C4, which is just kind of bad, in my opinion. And her C6 doesn't really do anything other than just give her a slightly larger occasional AoE. Like, woo. Really doesn't meaningfully change anything. So, we're definitely not going for her C6. if leaks are as they currently are, we'll probably try to go for her C2. But
I do try to lighten the mood sometimes.
just for the ease of building her. Because,
I'm
you
not
know,
the best
good old
judge.
creative problem solution. They're classic. They gave her an 80 burst cost. And then, look, we have a C2 that refunds 18 energy, conveniently putting her at a 60 burst cost, which is probably where she should have been at the first place. But, just wish for him. Wish for them to not have that problem. LOL, get fucked. Yay. I mean, it's not as bad as Toma. Like, she at least is functional at C0, was from what I can tell. Toma basically isn't, so, you know. And not as bad as Farazan, obviously.
Fire it up!
Your grand finale and step.
Nowhere to run! Your sins weigh upon your soul! Your penance is due!
Corrosion should follow iframe rules, yeah. It should follow a lot of rules. It's just everything about it is just a pain in the arse, right? So, what you gonna do, chicken? Oh, that attack. Alright, yep.
A new
See,
cycle
like,
begins.
I could play cautious and just, like, whenever it goes into the enraged phase, I could just run away from it, right? But then I'm losing uptime and losing energy generation uptime in particular from Sino's burst. So losing damage for trying to clear it quicker and losing energy uptime, which also is a time loss, right? So I kind of just have to go with the flow of, and if the RNG screws me, oh well.
Strike is one.
Surrender! Judgment is upon you! You stand condemned! Your penance is due!
What you gonna do, chicken? Oh, you're doing this again. Good, great, cool.
My
Yeah, we basically needed to do that one move to in both instances of when it gets enraged. We needed to do the spit dendro balls all over the place mode because that basically doesn't do anything to us.
check this out!
Lights out. Break a leg.
Your sins weigh upon your soul!
I should have skilled first. That was bad. I'm wasting energy if I don't skill first. I'm signing.
Guilty!
Ow! God damn it! Can you not do that move for one freaking time? Ugh. Okay. I don't know. The main thing that's just making me sick of doing this is just having to do the chicken over and over. Like, if it were for the chicken, I wouldn't be leaning towards giving up at this point.
Step.
Nowhere to run! Through
It's just such a time-wasting thing. That's all. Really? Okay, don't do the head smack move for once. God.
my...
Alright. If it does the frickin' head smack move one more time. That was 4 times in a row it did the head smack move. From what I can tell, it seems to be completely RNG whether or not it does head smack, charge attack, or the spit dendro all over the place. Spit dendro is the ideal. Charge attack is also just a restart. But if it does frickin' head smack, I'm just gonna call it here. We're just... I'm sick of this frickin' chicken, man.
Fire it up!
It's all up to you, chicken, if you want to end these attempts.
Judgment is upon you! You stand condemned! Your penance is due!
Can you stop doing the jumping attack, too? Good lord, man.
Guilty!
Well, alright then. Thanks, chicken. Bye-bye. I guess that's it. That's 5 times in a row. Did the frickin' head smack attack 5 times in a row, man. Like, yeah, and like if I had Toma's shield up, like something I could do, I guess, is not use Toma's shield at the beginning, and then switch to Toma's shield when it's enraged, and I might be able to survive through that head smack. But it does so much damage, I'm pretty sure it might go through Toma's shield. I don't care. Whatever. The chicken said no, so I guess that's it. We're gonna be satisfied with 32 star. You know what? 32 star is a record for us anyways. So, you know what? It's a win. We were able to deal with this and able to clear it, right? Like, it's a new record for the account. It's just when it comes to not 3 starring, that's obviously just not feasible. 2 starring. I think I've shown like we could achieve it. It's just not worth the time at this point. I would really like to do it, and if it was the dogs first and the chicken second, I'd be like, yeah, let's do it, right? That would have its own frustration, to be clear, right? Like if we have like if we got a good attempt at the dog, let's say like 1 in 10 attempts we got through the doggos, and then we have like a minute and a half remaining to kill the chicken. That could have its own frustration of not killing the chicken by like 10 seconds kind of thing. But there's little subtleties that I would like to play around with the rock hounds, or rift hounds. Sorry, apparently they're rock fond rift hounds. I never actually learned what these things were called. They're corrosion doggos. That's what they're called. So once it's enraged, it has 3 attacks it can do. Yeah, that's what I could tell. It's the 30 times I fought it so far. It can do the head smacking, it can do the charge attack, which is just such a big time waste, and it also kills you with pretty quickly if you don't dodge out of the way. But more importantly, it's just a big time waste because it runs across the entire court. And then of course the head smack is I can dodge it, but if I don't respond quick enough and don't dodge it, it just kills me. So yeah. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know. I would have really liked to be able to 33 star it. Maybe we'll try again in the next cycle. Presumably the next cycle is going to have the same thing, just with a different blessing. What is the blessing this time? I don't even remember. Normal plunging attack damage, 10% elemental physical bonus of the attack. Oh, okay. So this was actually helping us a little bit, presumably. So, okay. It's actually going to be probably hard to have a blessing that says there's a good chance the blessing next time is worse. So, probably if this is the same thing on the next cycle on the 1st of January, maybe we won't, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll have Raiden then. We will have Raiden Shogun next. So, maybe Shogun will be a difference maker, right? But, I don't know. It is what it is. I'm just kind of sick of, in particular, having to fight the chicken. To make another attempt that, oops, I accidentally got corroded too many times and now I'm dead. Like, it's just a little too annoying. So, yeah. Oh well. I apologize to those that wanted to see me do it. We'll get 33 stars. We'll get it. Hopefully after Raiden. Would have liked to get it before Raiden, but this is just an annoying abyss to try to do it on. So it's not as bad as like last cycle. The last cycle was just a straight nightmare scenario, but the fact that we literally cleared it at all was satisfying to me. Is what it is. Oh well. All right. What do I have anything left to do? Otherwise, I think that might be a stream too. By the way, let's see here. Special event. Oh yeah, what was the achievement we got? Defeating an activated Jade Plume Terror while it's unleashing a powerful skill. Yeah, cool. Thanks for the free Primo Gems, you stupid chicken.
Boats are made for
Dendro chicken taking revenge on players because everyone calls it a chicken. Yeah, I guess. I actually think, I want to be clear, the Dendro chicken I think is actually a fairly good Abyss boss. I actually like it. I really like how they designed it overall, honestly. It's just, the frustration is the fact that they don't add a feature that lets me like choose which side, because it's like, I would like to do the side that I need to optimize first, right? And not have to deal with fighting this chicken for 2 minutes every single time. Like the little bit of RNG is like, it's RNG, but it's not like so crazy RNG that's like obnoxious to deal with, right? And yeah, anywho, the chicken I actually quite like is, I feel, one of their better designed bosses, genuinely. But I'm just annoyed at having to constantly fight it over and over to deal with the actual problematic situation that, yeah. So, can I check your ka-ching, please? Are you on my friends list? Otherwise, I'm going to need your UID. I also don't know what your in-game username is. I'm just assuming it's Mr. OC. Oh, Kekvin is AR-54. He's getting there. He's getting there.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
You're gonna have to put your UID in,
Where are
I think.
those who share the memory?
Enter Chicken's amazing because your Hu Tao can smack it till it dies without restriction. I mean, yeah, for any single target situation is Hu Tao smacks and things die. Wow, what a world. You know, once we have Hu Tao, you know, any single target thing will probably not be too much of a problem for us. Assuming our single target, we won't be vaporizing, right? So we're not going to be hitting the same kind of damage that someone with a Yelan, Xingqiu, Hu Tao, Zhongli combo can do. But we can, I think we're still going to be doing some big damage with Hu Tao when we get her. If it doesn't send, just don't type it out one number at a time. You're probably gonna get, you might get auto moderated for spamming. Well, it might work. I don't know. It seems like it's working right now. But the easier thing to do is just like, instead of just doing your UID, if you type in some amount of words with the UID, like if you type in UID and then the number, that usually works.
Want to go next?
But it looks like that's working, so you can do it now. But for the future, I would just try typing letters with the numbers. But if you do numbers on their own, it tends to block it. YouTube tends to block it. What was everyone doing? Or is it just, who's here? It's just Beep and Sapphire. One day you'll be on that friends list. I mean, the problem with getting on the friends list, oh wait, you can have more friends now. You know what, Beep? Yeah, sure. I'm not going to, this is not something I do normally, but Beep has gotten, or they've done enough for us. They've done enough Primo Gems for us. They deserve it. There you go, Beep. You're welcome. I forgot they expanded the friends list, but yeah, I'm not gonna, I regretted just accepting people on my friends list at the start of doing this anyways, so yeah, there you go, Mr. C. Thank you. Can I look at your Hu Tao? Sure, we'll look at people's Hu Taos. Apparently this is now an account review stream, or unit review stream, but that's fine. Let's go sit somewhere where we don't have to hear Mr. Jungle. I don't know. Oh, sorry for the cough. I don't know if we can actually hear his idle lines when we're looking at accounts, but just in case, we're going to go sit his butt down. Beep, the sole exception. Well, there's other sole exceptions. I've sent other people friend requests, but yeah. There's people that I think deserve it, and I'm not worried about them being on the friends list, but like, there's also people that like I accepted on the friends list that were just really annoying. And I'm not going to say their name in case they are still a viewer or anything, but yeah, it was a mistake to let them on the friends list. It's not just one person. It's multiple people that it was a mistake to do that. So anyways, well, where am I going? Co-op mode. Wait. Oh, can I not look up Mr. OC in co-op mode? No, can I do it by this? Search. Oh, good. Okay. There we go. Ka-ching. A new web event is available right now. Yes, I will. I'll do that. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna open it up in a tab, just to make sure I remember to do it. There we go. Also, I see Sunzi here. Good, I appreciate you. Proud Candace main. They're only level 27, but you know what? That's fine. Let's check out Sunzi's Candace. Crescent Pike Candace. Physical DPS Candace at AR 27. 2-piece XL 2-piece Lucky Dog. You know what? Not really leveled up much, but you know what? It's not that bad. I'm sure it's perfectly functional because it's kind of any character. That's a lot of crit damage actually for level 50. You have like probably a crit damage circlet or something. Yeah. Anyways, 10 out of 10 Candace, Sunzi. Appreciate you. Anyways, check out Ka-ching here. Alright, level 90 Ka-ching, 2.1k attack. Your EM is probably an improvement, an improvement you can make. Okay, well, the 2.1k attack makes sense, obviously. Lions are a very good choice. A little bit sad that you don't have any refinements. Higher refinements on Lion's Roar like is not that much worse, assuming you have a good like crit ratio, right? The struggle with a non-crit weapon is of course always just balancing your crit, because now that you have a bunch of attack percent, really all you care about in artifact substats at this point with an attack percent weapon is basically just your crit stats, and it can become annoying to get a good balance of your crit ratio. Hi cat, are you okay? That was quite the sound. Meow. Hi. All right, cat's a little bit whacked out right now, but that's normal, I guess. But yeah, anyways, not much you can do about refinements. I'm not like shaming that or anything. I want to be clear. I want to be clear. Oh, that coughs, man. I'm sorry. It's just, I'm just mentioning it. So, because it changes how you have to judge a character, right? If they're using an attack percent weapon. A perfectly good weapon on Kaching, but like I was comparing my I think I have R4 lines on my main account on Kaching versus like a Jade Cutter. Jade Cutter is obviously better, but she loses like, when I was comparing with the same artifact, she loses like I think 10-15%. I think it was more around 10% of like her highest damage with the Lion's Roar versus a Jade Cutter. Like not crazy. It might have been more towards 15%. I don't know exactly. But anyways, point is, Lion's Roar is good weapon for Kaching. Just a little sad you don't have any more refinements on it. That's kind of all. Sheeby's Thundering, Tubi's Gladiator, not bad. C2, very nice, very nice. I don't remember what her constellations do. If I recall, her C2 is kind of garbage. I think her C1 is okay. But honestly, I think Kaching's only really good constellation is C6, if I recall. But that's fine. Kaching works perfectly fine at C0. So, 64, 205, 105. This is actually, oh, okay. Remember, this is 200 crit damage. This is 200 crit damage. Was like I would recommend personally more crit rate, obviously, but getting 200 crit damage and still having 65 crit rate with a Lion's Roar is not bad. And notably, you can functionally add, I think it's is it plus 12 or plus 15? But anyways, she has a constellation that gives her burst extra crit rate. Or I think it just gives her extra crit rate after using her burst for a short period, if I recall. I don't remember how long it is. So functionally is my point, since so much derivative damage for aggravate comes from burst, is that she is perfectly functional with 65% crit rate. So normally I would say it's 15%, yeah. So this is functionally more like 80% crit rate. It would still be nice to have it higher, but in this case, it does actually make sense probably. Like unless you had a really good crit rate circlet, like if you had a really good crit rate circlet that had like 30 crit damage on it, then it might make more sense to do a crit rate circlet still, in my opinion. But this is actually not that bad, is my point, because that's actually basically 80% crit rate. So this is actually a very good Kaching with the Lion's Roar. That's very impressive so far. Obviously, Tubi's Thundering, Tubi's Gladiator is perfectly fine. Your biggest issue, I can already tell you, just looking at like overall stats, is your EM. You want more EM. To the point that if you have like equivalent or better substats, it might be even worth trying like you already have attack percent. You're already getting 40% attack on your Lion's Roar. Yes, losing the attack percent is a little bit of a bummer, but if you do like 2-piece Wanderers, 2-piece Gilded Dreams instead of your Gladiator pieces here, maybe you could try that, and see if that increases some of your damage, because your aggravate damage will probably be quite good. And you have an offset timepiece, so we'll check that last. But anyways, let's see. Pretty good flower, yeah. I mean, it's a little bit low rolled. It would have been a 40 if it didn't low roll, which is sad, but very close, so hard to complain. Functionally not much difference. The main lack of value here is like, right, obviously you can make an improvement in trying to get like your EM substats there, or your attack percent substats or whatever. It's just she's not getting it. There's 3 death stats here, but certainly not the greatest flower in existence, but hard to improve it. So good flower. This is okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This piece, this piece makes it hard to justify what I mentioned, which is switching over to like 2-piece Wanderers or 2-piece EM instead of 2-piece attack percent, because that is a very good piece for Kaching. There's 0 death stats there. That's where half of your EM is coming from. So, or more than half your EM, because you only have 61 EM. So you have one other artifact as one line of EM is all you got going. 4-piece Thundering Fury is now best in slot for Aggravate Kaching. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, you could work towards 4-piece Thundering Fury if you wanted to, I guess. Depending on how good this circlet is, that might not be too hard, right? But getting a Thundering Fury piece that's as good as this is going to be hard, but not impossible. It is a feather. It's more likely than, you know, the circlet or anything. And you have an onset goblin. We'll check out that in a second. What's a circlet, though? Oh, boy. Oh, my God. Okay. Okay, that's funny. So I was just assuming that this was a crit damage circlet. Nope, that's not a crit damage circlet. This is already a circlet that has 30 crit damage, and it even has a attack percent there. Oh, it was so close. This was a 4-line too. It was so close to I think this is a 4-line, right? I don't know. I don't care enough to do the math, but either way, one roll and it could have actually been is very close to a 40 crit damage. But yeah, that could potentially be your off piece. So yeah, I did not expect a 30 crit damage crit rate circlet. That's pretty nice, especially with the attack percent there. But yeah, I still would consider potentially trying to swap some things around for getting more EM. In the Karis, yeah, you could switch to 4-piece Thundering Fury in the future. You have an onset goblet that's probably that's a pretty good onset goblet too. Yeah, that's really good for an onset goblet. Nice, I'm jealous. I would like that goblet, but anyways, let's check out your off piece here. It's almost a 40 plus EM and plus ER. Yep, that's very good off piece. Nothing honestly that crazy, but a very good off piece for sure. So yeah, just other than getting more EM, that's honestly all I think I could recommend. Right, so it's a very, very good Kaching build, honestly. There's not much wrong here other than you could use some more EM. That's kind of it. And you could try to switch to 4-piece Thundering Fury. In doing that, try to do yada yada, whatever. You get the point. So sad that it's because that's your best sands. I mean, that's probably better than I think my best sands on my main account. So I have a 40 CV. I have 140 CV attack percent sands, I think, on my main account. Or no, actually, it's not. It's just barely under. It's similar to this one. It's just barely under 40 CV. I think it's a 38 or 39. But then you have an extra EM and extra ER roll here, right? This is a 0 dead stat timepiece. Like, it's not that sad. Don't worry about it. That's a very, very, very good timepiece. And yeah. Anyways, and it's on a, relevant to like a cryo DPS set too, if you wanted to use it on an Ayaka too in the future instead of Kaching. So you shouldn't be sad about this. This is a very, very good piece. But it's better than any of my time pieces. So yeah. Very good Kaching build. There's things you can improve, but yeah, you're at the same level of like where like if I compare that to like my Yai Miko on my main account, it's like improving it past that point is spending a lot of potential resin for very minor upgrades at this point, that it's just kind of like I'd rather, like on my main account, I'm at the point where I'm just getting more artifacts so I have more flexibility, right? So like I'm going for 4-piece Crimson now just so I have it as an option, right? So if I want to do Pyro Kazuha, instead of looking at, okay, which mix and match of attack percent, blah, 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 do I do? No, instead, if I want to do Pyro DPS with whatever character, with C6 Bennett, I just slap my 4-piece Crimson on kind of thing, right? It is my kind of goal. Do I need 4-piece Crimson? No, not really. But I'd rather go for 4-piece Crimson than go for trying to get an equivalent Gilded Dream set for my Yai Miko, right? Like, yes, getting equivalent stats for Gilded Dreams that my Yai Miko currently has could improve my Miko, but it might take 6 months literally to do that. So, versus just doing a 2-piece like you're doing Area Kaching. So I'm not going to necessarily recommend you go for like a 4-piece Thundering Fury, because getting to a 4-piece Thundering Fury that's equivalent or better than that is not easy. So anywho, yeah, the only thing I would consider is just looking at your artifacts you have. If you can like do a 2-piece EM instead of 2-piece attack percent, that might be worth doing. Might. So who was that asked me to look at? Very jelly the Kaching build. Yes, it's a very, very good Kaching build. Was it Beep or Sapphire that wanted me to look at something? Oh my gosh. I don't know who it was. Too many dang messages. Nah, we good. Wasn't me. Who was it? What the? Okay. Well, I don't know who it was. Whatever. Someone asked me to look at something else. I don't remember who it was. Oh, it was. Oh yeah, it was your mom messaged me. That's why. Oh yeah, your mom's Hu Tao. Okay. Let's look at your mom's Hu Tao. Dooby dooby doo. There we go. All right. 31k HP. What's the artifacts? 4-piece crimson. All right. All right. Crimson. I'm gonna like at least, you know, Mr. OC had 60 EM. You have one roll of EM. That's a little sad. I'm assuming you're unless you're not doing.
Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl.
Unless you're not doing vaporize or, you know, reaction damage, you're just going for mono pyro, then, you know, you do you, right? Play the game you want, but the game the way you want. But that's a little bit low EM. It's a little sad. No offense. I know it can be annoying as heck, particularly on a 4-piece crimson. We'll see what your overall ratio is. I also feel like your HP might be a little low, because like with my existing artifacts, which didn't have a ton of HP substats, but it had a decent amount, like I think it had like 20% HP substats on 4-piece Shimanala for polearms. I think my Hu Tao is going to be sitting at like 35k. What's your weapon though? Deathmatch, okay. Actually 35k might have been with Staff of Homa, so you know what, that actually makes sense when I think about it. So I think you probably have a decent amount of HP substats. Never mind. I think your HP is fine. But yeah, I don't blame you. Crimson is miserable, so I'm not like saying, oh, you need to farm Crimson more, but I can already tell, without even looking at the crit stats, I think the saddest part of your build is also, yeah, another onset goblet, we'll see it. The saddest part of your build is the 20 EM. 8201, woo, that's a pretty good ratio, that's for sure. 112 recharge. I don't know what Hu Tao needs for recharge. I don't think... Normally, I think even in like a normal situation, you would without like 4-piece Shimanao, like I'm going to use on her, I think you still only burst every other rotation with Hu Tao, so I think 112 recharge is actually perfectly fine. I don't think she needs very much recharge. If I recall, I'm not the most knowledgeable Hu Tao person, so, you know, I don't know exactly how to judge the ER amount or anything, but it seems like a very well-balanced Hu Tao is what I can say, with a little bit, she's a little lacking in EM. That's kind of the only thing, but it's hard to like recommend. Like obviously you could have more crit right here, but honestly this is a pretty good piece. Yeah, getting a better flower, right, that has like more EM is probably like something like this is probably the most likely piece to improve, honestly, is your flower there. This piece could be improved as well. At least the flat HP is doing something, right? It's not a dead roll, but it's not ideal. Not bad. This piece is quite good. Definitely hard to complain about that one. Good timepiece, that's for sure. Yeah, so all your ER is coming from this. So, but this is the most likely piece you could replace. You could also potentially replace this. The fact that your most likely improvement pieces seem to be your flower and your feather is a good thing. That means that like flowers and feathers are much easier to upgrade theoretically than timepieces, goblins, and circlets. So, you know, actually, it maybe would be worth farming Crimson a little bit more, honestly, in your situation. Maybe. Depends on what you want to do with your Hu Tao, and if you even care that much. If she's working well enough for you, what does it even matter? Pyro with 11 crit rate, 1 roll of EM, a little bit of HP. It's not bad, honestly, for an onset goblet. The question of the question of the value of this goblet then comes down to what your circlet is. So, let's see what your circlet is. Honestly, it's not that amazing. It's good. Like, to be clear, HP is providing a bunch of... That's where the rest of your HP subsets were. I was kind of curious where they were, because I thought it was... I didn't see anything other than the flat HP, right? Yeah, it's flat HP. Yeah, flat HP. Yeah, no HP percent, so yeah. That makes sense. It's not bad, to be clear. It has a high... This has only 2 dead stats for Hu Tao. It's very good, I want to be clear. But this could also be a situation of if you get a... If you get... Like, it shouldn't be that hard, theoretically, to get a better onset or similar-ish, right? Like, say if you have a 10 crit rate, or even like a 7 crit rate, and a 10% HP crit damage, or no HP, or it was attack percent instead of HP, or it had EM, right? You're lacking in EM. Let's say you get like a 7 crit rate and 60 EM crit damage circlets onset. In my opinion, I would use that, and then use whatever, you know, good pyro goblet you have is for offset. In my opinion. So actually, in your situation, because of the fact that you have a number of pieces that are, like, right, getting a crit damage circlet with, I'd say ideally EM, but, you know, mix and match EM, HP, attack percent, crit rate, you know, onset, and with also the potential of being able to get a upgraded flower or feather, and then you could use an offset goblet to improve your overall stat balance. You actually have a number of ways to potentially improve your Hu Tao that it could be worth it. Well, like it probably wouldn't take you more than like a few weeks. Like I would be willing to bet if, like, let's say you farm Crimson for a month, particularly with the strong box now. If you're just doing the strong box, like, and the farming, say you're farming gilded and then throwing your gilded pieces into the strong box, it might take you more than a month. But I'm willing to bet if you farmed Crimson for a month, you would get at least one good upgraded piece that would let you improve this build. So, but yeah, talent levels. Oh, it looks like triple crown. So it is a heavily invested Hu Tao. Also C0, didn't check that, but, you know, I kind of guessed C0 with the deathmatch. R2 deathmatch, so it's interesting. So, anywho, yeah, Soul, you know, Hoyoverse is stingy. I know. But, like, that my month was being pessimistic, in my opinion, right? Like, if you spend a month in Crimson, and it'd be a miserable domain. I'm not saying recommend it. It's a miserable domain to have to spend a month in. But if you spend a month in Crimson, and you strongbox the garbage in Crimson, there's a good chance you should get an upgraded flower or feather or circlet. It depends on what they have. If you don't have, if your mom does not have any like offset goblet that's better than this to use, do they have another? No, they don't have another pyro character up here, so I can't check. If this is actually just their straight up best pyro goblet, which it's possible it could be, you know, that's just how the goblet life goes sometimes. Then it's probably not worth it. But if they do have an offset goblet that could, like say it's a, you know, 10 crit rate and 10 crit damage, or, you know, 10 crit rate and 13 crit damage, let's be a little bit, 10 crit damage would be a little sad. That'd be 2 minerals, but, you know, and then an HP percent roll or something, right? Or maybe like 2 EM rolls kind of thing. That would be ideal, right? If there's something that has a little bit more stat value, then that's what could make it worth it, is kind of the idea. Because it shouldn't be that much harder, because they're at the point, like, in my opinion, it's worth, you know, sacrificing a little bit of crit rate to get a little bit more EM, right? Is kind of the general idea, and kind of proposing, as it were. So, anyways, it's a good Hu Tao. If you're more interested in future characters, whatever, yada yada, I wouldn't worry about it. I really would not worry about it, because getting a better pieces at this point and improving your Hu Tao is, again, the situation of making minor improvements. But you have the potential. The reason I'm suggesting it is because this Hu Tao has the potential for 3 different pieces that could be improved. When you have more pieces that can be improved, I'm sorry for talking over you, Hu Tao. When you have more pieces that can be improved, it makes it more likely, on a statistical level, you'll get upgrades by going and farming for it. That's it. That's basically all I'm saying. So it could actually be worth it in this situation if you're invested enough that you want to improve your Hu Tao. I am willing to bet that you will get some upgrade, you know, within, you know, a month. And that's me being pessimistic, I think. So, anyways. I digress at this point. But yeah, if you use enka.network, I believe it is, you can go and type in your UID in that, and then you can give me a link, and I can check out accounts from not North America, if wanted. I want to check out their Miko too. 2200 attack. They're on 2-piece attack, 2-piece attack. Widget, yep, figured. Yep, 2-piece attack, 2-piece attack. Alright, let me guess. 37 EM, a little low on EM. Assuming you're using her with a Dendra team, I would recommend a 2-piece EM, probably, but it depends on substats. So, because you'd probably want more EM than that. And she naturally gets more damage from her turrets anyways with her talent. I forgot which one it is, but you know, would recommend more EM and Miko. Ooh, it's a triple crown Miko as well. Is your mom just a triple crowner? No, it looks like they just triple crown Miko and Hu Tao, right? I respect it. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna look at the Miko then. You want more EM on Miko. Other than that, you want a crit rate circlet too. Good God. I'm not gonna talk about balancing crit rate and crit damage again. This should be crit rate. This isn't even that good. This isn't even, like, it's got a high amount of attack percent, that's great, but like, you've already got 2-piece attack percent, 2-piece attack percent. Like, this is 2 max roll crit rates. It's not bad, to be clear. It's a good circlet. I think it might be slightly better than my crit damage circlet, even on my main account on Shimanawa. But like, let's pose. Do you have any Wanderers pieces shown here? Looks like no. What is this? Not bad. I just wanted to look at it because I saw that it was the new set. So I was like, you put a new set piece on Zhongli. I had to see what it was. So my recommendation, if you are watching your mom, is ever 9-star floor 12. No. Yeah, we had the capability to 33-star on Polearms this Abyss cycle. It's just the chicken, having to do the chicken over and over, it just got on my nerves too much. If we were in a situation where we could just do the dogs and optimize that, I would go for it still. But it just, after trying for an hour and only having like one attempt that even got like close, just no. It's possible. I know it's possible, but it's just not worth it. So yeah, I wish I could have, but it's not worth the time anymore, is what I judge. But anyways, freaking go to like a crit rate circlet on Wanderer's Troop, right? Go to like a crit rate circlet on Wanderer's Troop, you know, whatever. Obviously, just prioritize crit damage on it. Crit damage, EM, attack percent, it's fine. And then do like a 2-piece. You know, replace probably not that one. Yeah, how about this one? Like, see if you have a Wanderer's piece. If these are all the main characters you tend to use, you probably have Wanderer's pieces that aren't being used very often, your mom. So put like a crit rate circlet with like hopefully 20 crit damage at least, and hopefully other substats of value. But you know, let's just say crit rate's a normal okay circlet would be like a crit rate circlet with about 20 crit damage, right? Then put like a timepiece on Wanderers as well. Then you got 2-piece attack percent, 2-piece EM, and then if literally it shouldn't be that hard to get a Wanderer's piece just by strong boxing. Like, and then you'll have like 120 EM, and you'll have like 70 crit rate, 220 crit damage. There you go. I fixed your Miko. Done. Anywho. Can't take it seriously with your mom. That's why I gotta say your mom every 2 seconds. So yeah, your Miko is pretty well balanced other than that specific aspect. Yeah, so I feel like there's a good chance if you're not using Wanderers on like bow characters like a Tignari or a Ganyu, you might have some spare Wanderers pieces that are decent anyways. So slap that circle on her, slap that timepiece on her, and there you go. You're good. But anyways, yeah. And she'll do more damage. Well, not necessarily more, but she'll get similar damage, like not that much less. Like your Miko there is probably, she's probably hitting about ignoring, you know, Widzith buffing your elemental damage by 100% sometimes. I bet that Miko in normal non-Widzith situation, non-best Widzith buff situations is probably hitting, you know, and non-aggravate, probably hitting around 12,000 is my guess. You'll go down to like 10 to 11,000 if you go to like 220 crit damage. Like, oh, soul, please, Withering Zone. Oh my gosh, fine. I need to end this stream. It's 4:30. I have not done the things I need to do today. Where is Beat? There they are. All right. Can't take it seriously with Soul saying your mom everything. Oh, no, I'm just reading the same comment. It's comedic treasure. Exactly. Yeah. You're not getting anywhere, Soul. I know. This is what I get for... I should have just said, no, I'm not looking at accounts if I wanted to, you know, do things. Why do I only have one character, by the way? What's happening? There's only 2 people in my world, and I only have 1 character. What? Like, why? Okay. It's just like, nope. Alright. There we go, Sino. Let's do Sino. I need things. Where are the things? They're there. Whoops. Oh, you already activated. I just literally had to press the button. I noticed. I see. Okay, great.
One man's stone.
Alright. Thank you for the chest. Appreciate it. There's also a thingy over here. Doo-doo-doo. Boing. How many do we have? 15, huh? Alright, well, at this point, screw it. Let's go do weekly bosses. I'm probably gonna just call it now. I'm probably gonna stream on Friday doing the event. We'll play Brick Breaker. We'll do co-op Brick Breaker for the event with anyone on stream. And maybe we'll try Abyss again. It depends how long I feel like streaming for on Friday. So I'm just gonna call it and say that's gonna be. I'm gonna do a Friday stream instead of Christmas Eve. That way I don't have to bother waking up early, anyways. Oh well. There'll be a video on Christmas Eve though. They're throwing balls at me. There'll be a video at Christmas Eve. So don't you worry your face off. The video will probably just be edited video of the Maze stream though, which means you might have seen it already. But anyways, the edited videos at this point aren't really for the live stream viewers. Obviously, they're more for the non-live stream viewers. So anyways, well, let's go do my freaking wrong button again. God dang it. Let's go do my stupid thing. Yeah, we're gonna go do this one, the Trounce domain. So, and then no, we're just doing the bosses. I'll probably do these off screen or on Friday's stream. The 3 bounties and 3 requests. Anywho, Windtrace is also Friday for entertainment. Wonderful. See, it'll just be the co-op shenanigans stream for Christmas, and that's what it'll be. And if I have a chance, I'll stream on. I don't know when I'll get back on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. When I'm done with my family stuffs, you know, I might stream on Christmas as well, but no guarantees. I don't know. Depends how I feel, if I'm in the mood. I would like to do a Christmas stream because, like, there's something like I like about the idea of like doing a Christmas stream for those that are like alone on Christmas kind of thing. But anyways, let's go. I think we're doing Child, right? Yeah, because Hutao uses Child drops. We're doing Child and Senor. Do 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 do. Tiago's really taking their time. I believe in you, Tiago. You can do it. You can decide. Tiago. Oh my god. You took that long to decide just to use Shongli.
This opportunity is quite
Oh
hard
boy.
to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option.
Child can one-shot electro characters. That's okay. I know how to dodge.
Through me, justice is served.
No, don't you do it.
Your penance is due. Possible left. Possible left.
Grand finale. Flex out. Observe.
Death is order. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. You've got a trick or two. Your penance is due. Gather.
Break a leg. Observe.
I will have order. Surrender.
I'm not gonna bother using my burst now.
Flex
No
loud.
point. It'd be a waste.
Solidify. All you do is run.
You keep forgetting to do weekly bosses that aren't scars. You just don't level character talents enough. Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same situation on my main account. I've only farming the new boss now. Like, I have enough stockpiled of the others that, like, if I suddenly decide I want to, you know, level up talents for some character, I have the materials that I'm not worried about. Ow.
Order guide.
Observe.
You went, and some you lose.
So I only do one, but we could actually use... Ooh, actually, we'll keep that. It's an energy recharge timepiece on instructors. So, ooh, we got a polearm billet. What a world. And it's the first billet we got in a while. We don't really need them in particular, but I will take them. You never know. There might become a day where I'm like, I want to R5 the, you know, the... I don't know. I'm trying to think what... There's like 3 craftable polearms, right? No, there's 4. There's the Katane, Crossfire, and Inazuma. I don't even have the recipe for that. There's the prototype Star Glitter. There's the Crescent Pike. Oh, and then there's the Dragon Spine Spear. Yeah, whatever. Attack, steal, and damage. Which one is the best one for refinements? Probably the prototype Star Glitter would make the most sense. Feel like? I don't know. Either way, polearm billets aren't the most valuable. That's a nice thing to get. Polearm billets for polearms only. It's the best billets we can get. So, we'll take it. Only one I should farm more is Devalin to finish the Lisa Triple Crown, but you don't want to level her burst until she hits 400k as Raiden dies too fast. What am I doing? I don't need to wait for people.
My waistband has been feeling a little snug these last couple of days. Methinks I perchance have overindulged.
Alright, let's see if Tiago takes 10 minutes to decide on Zhongli
I do
again.
try to lighten the mood sometimes, but I'm not the
Oh.
best judge of other.
Okay. So quick decision making from Tiago this time. I know part of it might be their loading, but they sat for a amusingly long time on the spinning thing last time. It was funny.
Into the frozen void.
Oh, it's you, Mr. OC. I see. You're on PS4. Well, I know that time was the loading, but the first time, this boss is just more annoying in co-op, by the way. But the first time though, it showed the little you had clicked on your character menu screen and you sat in that screen for a funnily long amount of time. I know in this instance it was not that, but the first instance was mostly what I was referencing as funny. Ow. Stop talking to me! God damn it! Talking to someone else.
Flex up.
Good boss fight. None of the bugs are spawning near me, so, I guess I'm not doing anything. I would contribute, but, this is how this boss fight works, so... I don't know what I can do. What?
Surrender.
Flex up.
Nowhere to run. Judgment is upon you.
No.
Break a leg.
Penance is due.
Dang it.
Solidify. Get back.
Stop.
To survive. Guilty.
Yeah, do your tornado thing. Ow, God. Okay, I'm just gonna break this. Can't eat anymore. Sino ate too many chickens today. In the abyss. And in Senora's fight. Uh-oh.
Not even ashes will remain.
Okay. There we go.
Your sins weigh upon your soul. I will have order.
Alright, we're fine. It wasn't close at all. Don't worry about it. Alright. Known Dree solvents. Sad. That's fine. We did get an Ashen Heart. I think I did want some of those ones though. Anyone remember which one Raiden uses? I really hope it's not the Ashen Hearts, because that's the one Yunjin uses. What does Raiden use? I'm sure someone knows. I might have enough now that I can just probably stop. I do kind of want more for Yunjin, because I do actually. Oh wait, no, I already crowned this. I guess I don't really need that many more for Yunjin. Now that I think about it. It's Molten Moment. What does that mean? Or wait, no, I think it was Toma that used the flower. Oh, good. Okay, so yeah, Toma is actually the one I also needed our Senior drops for, which at this point I do have enough for Toma to get to crowning on his both if we wanted to, so I guess I don't really need more of those. So it would just be the flower, which I think I said I had 15 flowers. So we're probably done with... This is the wrong page. 15 flowers, yeah. So we only need... I mean, if we level up for skill and burst... I mean, assuming even we wanted to crown it, we only need we only need 6 per, right? So we have plenty. Alright, good. So we have plenty. Sweet. Then we have this if I want to level up, you know, Yunjin's skill to level 8, which I might do just for, you know, her skill gets some big damage. It has a high defense percent multiplier, so. And then this is enough for crowning Toma if we ever want to do it, so I think we're done farming Senora. And I think we have enough of these that we don't need to farm Raiden anymore. Because the only one that uses those is Sino. And... oh, okay, no, he uses the Sands, but... I don't know. We could use Dream Solvent, I feel like, if we're ever going to crown Sino. I doubt we're ever going to crown Sino. If we ever do anything for Sino, we might level him up to level 9, but probably not level 10. So yeah, I think it's mostly just like child drops I want at this point, because... you use child drops, you use child drops, and I think, what do you use, Dvalin? Yeah, use Dvalin drops. I should probably, I guess I should farm Dvalin, I think, maybe. And I'm guessing you use Dvalin as well. No, you use child, okay, so maybe I should farm child and Dvalin until I get Scaramouche unlocked, at least. What do I have for Dvalin drops total? Oh, I have a lot of the other ones, so I could use Dream Solvents if need be, like crown Zhongling, actually. So I don't want to be overly reliant on Dream Solvents, but I have... what do I have? I have 7, and nothing in particular I need to save them for right now, so... yeah, I think I'll just be farming... I have nobody that needs Asia as far as I'm aware. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna farm Child a little bit, stockpile more of those, and then I'll farm Scaramouche when I get Scaramouche, and that's kind of it. Yeah. All right, let's go fight one more for the weekly reward. Let's go fight. How about this lady? As you're building EM Raiden, you should only work on her skill. Even that's not important. No, I'm aware, but I'm not necessarily gonna only use Raiden for EM. I would like to level up her talent so she is usable for normal Raiden things as well. But that's, you know, just something I can do. But I have the materials for it now that I don't need to really worry about it that much. I think I have enough. The best part actually is because of the battle pass, I think I have enough talent materials that I don't even need to farm for talent materials at all. Yeah, look. Yeah, see, I have plenty. So, I literally don't need to farm for Raiden at all. See, I pre-farm for Raiden. There you go. I pre-farm for Raiden. Just not her boss drops.
I do try to lighten the mood sometimes.
But now, you know, side benefit of
I'm not the best judge.
only having 2 Inazuma characters for talent materials in the battle passes, I didn't really need to. This is probably actually more than I need now that I think about it, but it's fine. You have handguards. Sorry. Sun coughing, I apologize. Do I have handguards? That's a good question. I have a decent number, so I don't know if that's enough, actually. We'll find out. May need to farm more. Oh, I'm sure I can use other people's worlds. Yeah, I should probably pre-farm a little bit for Raiden Shogun's boss, realistically. I think I'll obviously, I'm going to use my resin tomorrow and probably on Friday. Actually, wait. I'll use my resin tomorrow for the domain, the flower domain. Trying to see if we can get that one last EM piece now. And then I think on Friday's stream, I might just hop into people's worlds so we can farm the Electro Bird a little bit. And yeah, and then I'll gather some fruits in other people's worlds too. I'll pre-farm a little bit. I'm not gonna like pre-farm to like level 90 her right away or anything, but I would like to pre-farm her for her enough that when I get her in the summoning video, I can at least level her to like level 60 or so. So we'll see. Okay, I guess we're doing this level 90. It's fine. Did I not hit co-op? We're not actually collecting the rewards in this, so I don't have to do it level 90. But we're doing it level 90 because it's more fun. I could also potentially join people's worlds, I guess, for doing Scaramouche weekly, since I don't have the Sumeria story unlocked yet. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe starting next week. We'll all start farming Child weekly, and then Scaramouche, I'll just have to join people in co-op for Scaramouche.
Thunder.
Alright. It's very important that I don't die, so that I can hit the flower. That's all I have to do. Easy. This boss is very easy to dodge attacks. I'm not worried at all. Now, I'm waiting for her to go into like her illusion mode. Otherwise, if I do Sino mode, she's just gonna smack me. It's gonna hurt.
This world, weak, fleeting shadow.
Why is she not doing anything? She's just doing her normal flashes. Okay, whatever. I don't think I've ever seen her not do any one of her. Yeah, she's just. Oh, now she's doing one. Okay. Weird. She only did one move. Weird. So level 90 or you need 30 skull handguards, so you have to farm them. I mean, I have 200 of the base one. That's another like 30 golds. I think I'll be fine. But we'll need more for talents. Yeah, I might need to farm just a little bit for talents. I'm not too worried about the handguards. Alright, let's keep everyone on the edge of their seat a little bit here, just for a second. Kind of make people panic a little bit.
Observe. Purge all obstacles.
Order done. Nowhere to run.
Okay.
Inspire. Perish.
Gather. Surrender.
Alright, come on, give us the jump rope time already, lady. Ah! Not ideal.
Nowhere to run.
Jump rope time.
Eternity is in my hand.
Alright, I got this. Yes, I know I could just go hop on Zhongli's pillar. I'm not a cheater, though. Oh, I got it.
Stabilize. Surrender.
Oh, Sapphire did not get it. Sapphire is dead. Eh.
Nowhere to run. Judgment is upon you. Your penance is due.
Flags out.
Guilty.
Wait, how does Sapphire? Did you die to the jump rope section? You're using Zhao. You can literally just zoop over it.
Solidify.
Weak.
Will have order. Your sins weigh upon your soul.
Weak. Pathetic.
Flags out.
Stand condemned.
There we go. Easy. Didn't have to eat 10 chickens. Not me. Alright. Lag. Oh, that sounds like an excuse if I've ever heard one. Lag. Mobile things. Pretty sure you're just excusing yourself. I'm joking. I get it. Lag is a pretty fair reason. Particularly on mobile. Since you're on mobile. There we go. Level 28. We'll get to level 20 or level 30 on oops. Well, we have 666 heroes. What's perfect. We'll get to level whatever it's called 30 for a mere single standard wish for us to get probably nothing on Friday's stream. But yay, I guess. That's probably the stream, I think. I got nothing else to do in this game today that I want to do, at least. Because it's 5 o'clock. I need to do other things in my life other than play Genshin Impact. Believe it or not. Like editing videos for Genshin Impact. Yay, my life has become Genshin Impact.
Flags fly.
What was that? I just passed by it. 9, so I'm at 42. Alright. Cool. Someday we'll get a 5-star on standard that is useful to us, or maybe never, actually. Statistically speaking, it might take literally years for us to get a standard 5-star that's useful to us, but it's fine. It's honestly the 4 stars is much more important on the standard banner, as we could get, you know, Toma Constellation or a Yujin or a Zhongling or something, right? But anyways, or it'll troll us and give us a Candace Constellation, which that would be 2 free wishes, I guess. So it's not the worst in the world, but a flower petal, yoink. All right. Anyways, I guess thanks for watching. Sorry I couldn't complete the Abyss. I tried my best. Tried my hardest. I just failed. Oh well. You know what? We got 20 resin. We'll end it off on one more attempt. One more attempt at this. Okay? Because I believe C6 leads before Skyward Spine. Yeah, exactly. Let's do this. Because I believe in the... What is the statistical chance? So, the individual chance of a goblet, I believe... A goblet is, I think, 2.5% chance of EM main stat. This is assuming we see a goblet at all, right? So if we see a goblet, it's 2.5% chance EM. If we see a circlet, it's 5% chance. Whoops. and it could be okay. So it would have to be a 2 in 10. 2 in 10. So it's a 1 in 5 chance we see a goblin or a circle here. Realistically, it's a slightly higher than 1 in 5 because you can get more than 1 artifact from 20 resin, but probably only see 1 artifact, right? So it's a 1 in 5 chance we see the artifact type we need at all, and then from there, that artifact, depending on which one it is, has either a 2.5 or a 7 or a 5% chance. So I think statistically this comes out to 1 in 5. I'm trying to do the math in my head. Sorry, it's like a 1 in 80 chance, or 1 in 70, 1 in 80 chance is my guess. If I'm doing the napkin math correctly in my head. But I just lock. Oh, dang it! Dang it! No. Well, okay. Zhongli wasn't going to do anything anyways, right? He was just going to provide valuable freezing. That's fine. I'm sorry. I locked you out. It had to happen eventually. Yeah, this is my bad, not your bad. I didn't check.
Your sins weigh upon your soul. Your penance is due. You stand condemned.
Oh, look at that. They're only still freezing from the side. Thank you, Mr. Jungle Dongles. That was kind of a waste, but whatever. Alright. There we go. Alright, game. We gotta lay out. We'll just say 1 in 80 for simplicity. Come on, game. Give me the 1 in 80 chance. I'll let the animation play out for the build-up, the excitement, and to watch our dreams die. Yep, there we go. Dreams are dead. Just like that. Sad. Alright. Well, I tried. Tried my best. What can you do? Oh well. I was trying to give the game a chance to make things exciting at the very end, but instead we got a very trash flower. All's well in the world, basically. Alrighty then. Well, I guess that's it for the day. Talk to you guys on the Fridays. How many wishes is this, by the way? How many do we have? Because we're getting to the point where... No, that's the wrong screen. We're getting to the point where this is about what we're going to have for Raiden. Obviously, I already know we're guaranteed for Raiden at this point, but again, would really like to do a 10 pull on Raiden, and we're good. 168. So we currently have, counting the Star Glitter wishes, we got to save a few for Zhongling, but counting the Star Glitter wishes, we have about 180, which is nice. So realistically, at this point, barring any unfortunate circumstances, we shouldn't struggle too much, I think, to guarantee getting Hu Tao even without having to, wail. The big old question, of course, is I would like to not have to wail for Staff of Homa. So I hope the game is nice to me. I hope we win the 50-50 for Raiden. And I hope we win the 50 for Hu Tao. And I hope we win the 50
Boats are made for transferring
for Staff of Homa. Because I would like to not spend money. But anyways, the only thing I'm willing to spend money on is Staff of Homa potentially. Hu Tao, if we in the worst case scenario of losing the 50 for Raiden, going to pity to get Raiden, and then going to pity twice for Hu Tao, which would suck. That might require a little bit of overworld thingies. But even then, I think we might have enough with all the events coming and whatever. We might get enough by the time. Oh, I guess we're gonna have probably another 10 pull at least from the event we're gonna do on Friday. So, but yeah, if we get Raiden, win the 50-50 for Raiden, we are immediately guaranteed for Hu Tao, which is nice. So, would really like to win the 50 for Raiden at the very least. At the very least. So, anywho. 1 pull on standard. Well, yeah, the 1 pull on standard. Did I mark the last Andy? I think I did, yes. I got Dandy right here. Yep, there's a Dandy, and then there's a Dandy right here. No, that's a chest. I have no idea if I've ever done that. I might have done that already. Where is the other Dandy? I forgot. No, it's over here, right? Yeah, there's a Dandy there, and then there's a Dandy here. Yeah, that's the Dandies. There we go. We'll do the Dandies later. I've already been streaming for 3 hours, so almost 3 hours. But
The damned will sooner die again than lay a
oh, that was a
hand on
bad
you.
cough. I can't nowhere. I need to drink more water. Apparently. Ugh. What the heck? I feel like I just breathed in a cat hair or something. Ugh. All right, I guess I'm gonna go cough to death off stream. Bye bye.